tonight. He will not go.
Surprisingly, he's got a sore back. But you remember, he was the X factor. Every time that they double-teamed, whoever had Robinson, forget the offense, take Robinson. They worked him over, and it affected his shooting.
There we go. So we've set the stage for you. Cavaliers and Pistons Game 5 here in Detroit. It certainly will be a hostile environment that the Cavaliers are walking into, as the Pistons have won 5 in a row during the playoffs here on their home floor. Before we take the timeout, we are going to have a moment of silence here in Detroit for the passing of 2 NBA players in recent days.
I'd like to take a moment of silence. Brandon Clark, a beloved member of the Memphis Grizzlies since 2019, whose leadership and passion earned him the respect throughout the Memphis community and around the league, passed away at the age of 29 years old. And 13-year NBA player and NBA Cares ambassador, Jason Collins, he died after a long battle with brain cancer. He broke barriers, the positivity impact the sports world for generations to come. He'll always be remembered for his bravery and his kindness. At this time, we ask that you join us in a moment of silence to honor Brandon Clark and Jason Collins. Thank you, everyone.
Cavs and Pistons Game 5 follows this timeout on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers audio.
Hey, it's good to see y'all. Happy Wednesday. Obviously, it's ball game time. Potoi, back to the background. Just wanted to say what's up.
And the Detroit Pistons.
Come on, Pistons.
Pistons playoff showdown is brought to you by Sherwin-Williams, the official paint and coatings partner of the Cavaliers. By Huntington, let's get more for money. Switch to Huntington Bank at huntington.com. By McDonald's, score a $2 large fry every time the Cavs win. Only in the McDonald's app. And by SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here's a look at the Cleveland Clinic inactive roster report. Cleveland Clinic, proud to be the official healthcare provider of the Cavaliers. For Detroit, out tonight, Duncan Robinson He is dealing with low back soreness, so he is out. However, Kevin Herter is now available for Game 5 for the Cavaliers. That inactive list is blank. Everybody is ready to go.
What's up, CJ? No, I don't vote. Actually, I can't vote in this poll unless I use another account. However, if I did vote in the poll, I would vote for the Pistons tonight. Come on, Pistons. You know what? Cleveland hasn't played well on the road. Even games when they've been close in the game, they haven't been well played games. So I don't think they're gonna play well tonight. They might. We'll see. Come on, Pistons. Good to see you. Glad you asked. Back to the background.
Rebounds per game in the playoffs. The other forward, Tobias Harris. He's a veteran, 15th year out of Tennessee, and having a great playoff run, 21 points and just under 8 rebounds per ball game. In the middle, it'll be Jalen Duren. Duren, 4th-year player out of Memphis, and his numbers have dropped precipitously in the postseason, averaging just over 10 points and under 9 rebounds per game. Huntington starting lineup for the Cavaliers. The backcourt, it's James Harden. Harden in his 17th year out of Arizona State, 19.9 points and 6.5 assists in the playoffs. The other guard, Donovan Mitchell, and he has it rolling. Mitchell, 9th-year player out of Louisville, 26.7 points per game in the postseason. At forward, it will be Dean Wade. Wade, 7th-year player out of Kansas State, 5.5 points per game in the playoffs. The other forward, Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley, 5th year out of USC, coming off a 17-point, 8 rebound, 5 assists, 5 block shot game in Game 4. And in the middle, it'll be Jared Allen out of Texas. Jared averaging 12 points and 7 rebounds per game in the playoffs. That's the Huntington starting lineup for the Cavaliers. 3 officials working tonight's ball game. The crew chief, Tony Brothers. Tony Brothers on the floor with Tyler Ford and G. Petritis. And on the floor for the Cavaliers, audio versus Serena Winters. She'll be patrolling the sidelines all night long. Great to have Serena with us throughout the postseason on the Cavaliers audio verse. Serena, what do you have to start things off?
Well, Tim, it sure feels like the Cavaliers are due for a road win. Going back to the regular season, it has been over a month since the Cavs have won a game away from the friendly confines of Rocket Arena. They come into this building with momentum and confidence.
It's not happening tonight, lady. All right.
Within their offense over the past 2 games, James Harden says it's the most important key to this series.
It's everything, especially against them. You know, they're a really good defensive team once they're set, but I think pace is speed. It's how fast we are, like getting the ball up the court. But pace is also understanding what the action that we're trying to run and guys get into their spots faster, so our actions the first domino effect can happen earlier in the clock. That way we have time on the back end. So it's a combination of both things.
And part of unlocking that puzzle has been their off-ball movement. The Pistons' defense is so good in tight spaces, you have to move them off the ball. The Cavs have done a better job of that, but Kenny says they have to get even better at that as the series goes on. And one more thing, Cavs need a role player to step up big tonight, whether that's scoring or even offensive rebounds. Through 4 games, only twice has a Cavalier come in off the bench and gotten to double figures. Kenny says in games like this, history proves that you need that lift, Tim.
Here we go. Cavaliers taking the floor in their white uniforms, white shirts, white shorts, wine letters and numbers with the gold trim. And here come the Pistons in those dark blue shorts and shirts. They've got red numbers trimmed in white with white lettering. We want to remind you, if the Cavs win tonight, you win. Download the McDonald's app for the Cavs $2 large fry offer. McDonald's, I'm loving it. Cavs will go left to right here in the first half of play. They will head towards the Piston bench, which is down to our right. Cavaliers, again, looking to go up 3-2 in this series, as are the Pistons. Pistons going right to left here in the first half of play. They're heading towards the Cavalier bench.
Tim, one of the things to look for early is the pace of the game and how aggressive will the Pistons be. They've lost 2 straight games. They're in shock right now. Let's see how they start this game.
Allen against Jalen Duren. Ball in the air, knocked to the back, and it's controlled by the Pistons as Asar Thompson will bring it to the forecourt. Got it out front to Cade Cunningham. Cunningham against Dean Wade. Cunningham now gets Mitchell on a switch. Lob left side, Jenkins, corner three ball, and Danis Jenkins hit it right in front of the Cavalier bench.
And Tim, that's why he's starting, because he's one of the few players that can make threes other than Robinson.
I'm just playing,
Robinson's
but here we go.
Out tonight. Duncan Robinson with some back soreness. Cavs with their first possession as Detroit hit a three ball on their first possession of the night. Harden left of the lane, drives, got his shot partially blocked perhaps. Goes out of bounds, and the basketball belongs to the Pistons. And now James Harden saying, hey, I got whacked on the arm. As Kenny Atkinson wanted to have a word with Tyler Ford. And now J.B. Bickerstaff gets up and says, you can't allow Kenny just to stop the game like that. Detroit basketball, 3-0. Pistons lead. We're just underway. Cunningham again gets Mitchell on a switch. His pass to the right corner to Tobias Harris. Harris into the paint. Pull-up shot. Bounced out. Rebound. Dean Wade for the Cavaliers. Gave it to Mitchell. Right back to Wade. Wade to the forecourt. Will hand it off to Mobley. Evan Mobley left of the lane into the paint. Tried to deal it underneath. Ball deflected. Out of there with it Tobias Harris. Harris got away with a walk. Deals in the right corner. Three ball up and in by Jenkins. So Danis Jenkins.
Bucket.
Bombs.
Two of them.
Has
Uh-oh.
That's what he can do, Tim.
5-0. Here's Wade on the baseline. Wade's pass deflected, and it goes out of bounds off Detroit.
Yeah, Jenkins is not the kind of player to create for other people, especially off the dribble. But he can do what he did right there. He's another shooter. They're trying to open the floor up.
Again, he had games of 12 and 14 in Detroit. 2 and 2 in Cleveland, so he's already topped that. Mobley with a bench shot as the shot clock was winding down, missed it. Rebound grab by Duren. Got it ahead to Asar Thompson. Thompson works to the right sideline. His pass picked off by Jared Allen. Gave it to Harden, ahead to Mitchell. Mitchell on the right sideline. Mitchell unloads a three, in and out. Rebound grab by Cade Cunningham. Cavaliers still scoreless. Cunningham runs into Harden, then Cunningham fell down. Loose ball grabbed by the Cavaliers. Here's Mitchell to the other end. Had it poked away by Asar Thompson. Deflection goes to Tobias Harris. Harris into the forecourt, and as he bumps into Harden, the ball goes out of bounds off
Tim,
James Harden.
Early in the game now, they're not blowing the whistle. So you can be more aggressive, but you've got to protect the ball and be sure on your passes.
Here's Tobias Harris in between the circles. On the flip to Cade Cunningham. Cunningham now has Harden on him. Cunningham right of the lane, tried to feed it underneath, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it belongs to the Cavaliers.
Cavalier defense, huh? How was that? They closed that middle down.
Cavaliers 0 of 3 from the field, already a couple of turnovers. Trailing 5-0, 9:33 to go here in the first quarter. And of course, in games 1 and 2, Cavaliers had to fight back from double-digit first quarter deficits. Harden lobbed to Mobley, top of the key. Evan down low. Allen, pow, with the right hand.
That's where the money is, Tim. In the paint at the rim.
Evan Mobley puts the Jared Allen off a feed from Evan Mobley. Puts the Cavs on the board. 5-2. Pistons lead it. We're about to hit the 9-minute mark here in the first quarter of play. Here's Cade Cunningham out front against Harden. Cunningham, lob left side, Tobias Harris, his three, no, rebound loose on the floor, Mitchell has it, and then Mitchell faked the pass, and he got called for a travel.
Yeah, Donovan's not going to argue the point. He could say something about the push, but he didn't. Just keep playing. Pistons giving you their best effort right now.
Danis Jenkins will inbound for the Pistons, throws it into Cunningham, right back to Jenkins. Jenkins gets by Wade, fields right corner to Asar Thompson, back to Jenkins. Jenkins right of the key. Jenkins now comes into the paint. Jenkins will push it up and bounce it around the rim and in. It's all Danis Jenkins so far. 7 for Jenkins, 2 for the Cavaliers. Here's Mobley through the center circle. Mobley holds up on the dribble, tosses it to Harden. Harden comes around a Mobley screen. Harden into the paint. Float, scores. James Harden with that beautiful floater in the paint makes it 7-4.
Tim,
Harden with his first 2.
He knows what to do. If they're up on you tight, he'll take you off the dribble.
Pistons with the basketball, leading by 3. Danis Jenkins, he has all 7 Detroit points, blows by Harden into the paint, put it up, no, ball loose on the floor. Mitchell took it away from Asar Thompson. Donovan hobbling a little bit as he gave it off to Harden. Harden around a Mobley screen, bounced to Evan, picked off. There's Asar Thompson to the other end, and he's got a dunk.
Yeah, Mobley was leaving before he got the ball to him. Wasn't Harden's fault.
Asar Thompson, elite defender, one of the league's best. Near the top of the list as far as steals are concerned. Did it all right there. Here's Mitchell, baseline left. He'll float, miss. Tipped by Allen, no. Fight for the rebound, knocked out front. Out of there with it comes Tobias Harris. Harris coming right down the lane, fires left corner. Jenkins with a 3, it's short. Offensive rebound, Harris. Topside to Duran, gave it off to Cunningham. Cunningham, left wing Harris, 3 ball up, no. Rebound Harden, taps it to himself. Harden, long pass down the floor, has Mobley. Pow with 2 hands. Oh, what a feed from James Harden. That was the long bomb. And Mobley the recipient and the dunk, and the Cavs are back to within 3. Jenkins underneath the basket. Again, Detroit going right to left. Under 7 to go here in the first quarter of play. In the lane, Thompson feeds it down low to Duran. Duran in traffic, flipped it up, no. Thompson with a tip, no. Ball ricochets to Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell up the left side. Mitchell with a burst left to the lane, and he got fouled as he was going to the basket.
That's another option, early offense.
And with that foul, a timeout on the floor. Donovan shooting free throws when we come back. 9-6. Pistons by 3. 6:40 to go first quarter here at Little Caesars Arena and on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers audio birds. Harden lobbed the Mobley, top of the key. Evan down low. Allen, pow, with the right hand.
That's where the money is, Tim. In the paint at the rim.
Cunningham, left wing Harris. 3 ball up, no. Rebound Harden, taps it to himself. Harden, long pass down the floor. Has Mobley, pow, with 2 hands. Oh, what a feed from James Harden. That was the long bomb. And Mobley the recipient and the dunk, and the Cavs are back to within 3. And that's where they are right now, within 3. Pistons lead it 9-6. 6:40 to go first quarter here at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. Game 5. And this best-of-7 series is knotted up at 2 games apiece. Hey, enter the Defend the Land sweepstakes. It's presented by Adidas. for your chance to win playoff tickets and Adidas footwear. One winner selected before each Cavs home playoff game. So enter at Cavs.com/playoffs.
Tim, what's happening out here now, the Cavs' 6 points have all been in the paint. That's where the action is. That's where you can really hurt this Detroit team. But you've got to make the extra pass. And I like the way we started out as far as our intensity. Detroit was a little bit higher with their intensity, but what we realized, the officials are allowing you to hold and grab. So do unto them as they've done unto you.
Strus and Schroeder.
Yep.
The shooter will check in at the next break as Harden and Mitchell are still on the floor. Serena Winters was peeking into that Cavaliers huddle. What'd you hear, Serena?
Well, Kenny Atkinson, hey guys, way to take the first punch. He also said, look, right now this is a screening game. We're not running plays. Let's get downhill, make sure we stay wide, and just play advantage basketball on the offensive end.
And Mitchell hit both free throws. Cavaliers within one.
Like that, Kenny.
9-8 as Detroit to the other end. And here's Caris LeVert. What a game he had in game 4. Pumping in 24 points. Strus knocked it away from Tobias Harris. Harris against Mitchell. Harris back to the basket. 5 on the clock. Harris spins to the baseline, shoots, missed. Offensive rebound Duran, but then it's knocked out of his hands. Out of bounds by Dean Wade.
Good defense by Donovan Mitchell. He contested that shot, Tim, big time. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry, Tim. And now Schroeder will check in for Donovan Mitchell. But yeah, Donovan bodied up.
Yes, he
and
did.
gave contact to Harris.
I love these kind of games. If they're not going to blow the whistle, beautiful.
No.
Advantage away team.
Here comes Kevin Huerter. Now, he has not played in this entire series, missed the first 4 games, but he's going to give it a go tonight.
Yeah, he should have sunglasses on. But Tim, what's happening is that they understand that their weakness has been their outside shooting.
Inbounds goes to Tobias Harris, draws Jared Allen. Harris rid of the lane. Harris pulls up, shoots on Jared, left it shy. Rebound, Max Strus. Cavs with the ball, down by 1, and here comes Schroeder. Quickly into the forecourt, got it out front to Harden. Harden matched up against Kevin Huerter. Harden against Huerter.
He's
Harden,
got him.
10 on the clock. Harden between his legs, pulls up 3 ball, bounced around the rim and out. Rebound grab by Jalen Duran.
There's no way Huerter can guard Harden.
9-8, Pistons by 1 with the ball. Going right to left. Here's Jenkins, fires right side to LeVert. Had a look, passed it up into the paint. Banks missed, and the whistle and a foul. And that's going to put Caris LeVert at the free throw line.
Oh, my goodness. Based on the way they've been calling the game, how can you call that, Tony?
And that'll put Caris LeVert at the strike. And again, what a game he had with 24 in game 4. Before that, didn't even score in game 1. Had 8 in game 2 and 6 in game 3. Swishes that first free throw.
Okay.
LeVert, 68% from the free throw line during the regular season. Makes it a 10-8 ball game. Hey, the 2026 Cavs playoff collection is available at center court locations and online. Fans score free shipping on online orders that are over $50. Get your playoff gear at Cavs.com/shop. LeVert hit them both. First 2 for Caris. 11-8 Pistons by 3. Here's Schroeder in between the circles for the Cavs. Again, they're going left to right. Finds Strus, left corner, 3. Bullseye! Tie game as Max Strus knocks in a 3 ball from the left corner.
Way to go, Bulldog.
11-11. 5:10 to go here in the first quarter of play. LeVert out front to Duran. Lob down low to Harris. Reverse layup hung on the rim and fell through. And Tobias Harris with his first 2. Again, he's had a great postseason. Pistons back on top, 13-11. Allen into the lane, flipped it up and in, and he got fouled. Oh, an acrobatic shot by Jared Allen as he was tumbling away from the basket. Finger rolled it up, almost underhanded. It dropped through, and a chance for an and one, and to give the Cavs the lead.
Well, Tim, who caught him? Harden. He knows that they're pressuring him. So anytime the roll man is our big, he's going to be wide open because both of them are trying to guard Harden on a double team coming off that high dribble screen. So that means that the roll man is open. The secret is get him the ball. Get him the ball in a timely manner.
Free throw by Jarrett is good. And by the way, that's 2 fouls on Tobias Harris. The Cavs have the lead, 14-13 with just under 5 to go here in the first quarter. Sam Merrill is in for the Cavaliers. Here's Kevin Huerter. Right side to Thompson. Thompson comes underneath the basket. He's hemmed in. Deals right side, and Merrill picked it off. Sam Merrill on the steal for the Cavs. Down the floor to Schroeder. Schroeder in the middle to Allen, and the ball got taken right away from him by Asar Thompson. Boy, there's those hands of Thompson. Thompson out front to Huerter. Swings it right corner. Cunningham. 3-ball good.
Yeah.
Cade Cunningham.
It's Cunningham and whomever.
Detroit regains the lead, 16-14. 4:15 to go here in the first quarter. Schroeder out front to Merrill, swings it left side to Harden. Mitchell and Mobley at the scorer's table. They'll check back in at the next break. Harden with a look at the clock. He's got Huerter. Harden left in the lane, floats, and it bounced around the rim and in.
Yeah, Huerter's in for a long night because Harden can take him anytime he wants to.
Harden ties the game at 16. Here's Cunningham, top of the three-point arc. Cunningham backing down Strus, shoots on Max, partially deflected. Ball knocked out front, grabbed by Thompson, gave it off, and the 3-ball is up and in from Cade Cunningham. Cade Cunningham with 2 straight threes. 19-16. Pistons regain the advantage, 3.5 to go here in the first quarter. Merrill, sideline left to Schroeder. Schroeder directing traffic, left corner. Sam hit a 3. Quick flick. Knocked that one in from the corner. Sam Merrill with his first points of the ball game. And we are tied at 19. Here's Karis LeVert in between the circles to Cunningham. Cunningham picks up Schroeder on a switch, gave it off to Harris. Shot blocked by Allen. Oh, Dr. J.A. got up there and swatted.
Defense.
Schroeder to the other end. Drive, scores. Dennis Schroeder with the bucket.
Those are the best
And
buckets.
a chance for an and one as Schroeder got whacked in the face. Schroeder gives the Cavs the lead, and he receives greetings as the teams head to the bench. Timeout, 2:55 to go here in the first quarter. Cavs up to 21-19 on the Cavaliers Audioverse.
Those are the best buckets. Defense to offense, those are the best ones. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Hump Day Wednesday, the only game on. I guess I should do this on the screen. Commercial break. What's up, Anthony? Yeah, join the chat. What's up, y'all?
Way to go, Bulldogs.
Allen in the lane, flipped it up and in, and he got fouled. Oh, and after acrobatic shot by Jared Allen as he was tumbling away from the basket. Finger rolled it up, almost underhanded. It dropped through and a chance for an and one and to give the Cavs the lead. Harden with a look at the clock. He's got Herter. Harden left in the lane, floats, and it bounced around the rim and in.
Yeah, Herter's in for a long night because Harden can take him anytime he wants to.
Harden ties the game at 16. Cavaliers are now up 21-19, 2:55 to go, first quarter. Jim, big difference, game 5 to games 1 and 2 here in Detroit. Cavs aren't fighting uphill.
Good point, Tim. Great point. They found something. They're playing relaxed. They're playing with confidence, and that momentum has carried over from the 2 home games. They believe now.
Schroeder with a chance for an and one. Serena, what do you have from the huddle?
I mean, Kenny Atkinson loved the pace that they're playing with to start this game. He says, keep kicking it ahead. But he also said, hey, look, we're going to miss a lot of shots tonight with the pace that we're playing at. So then it's on the guards to rebound the basketball.
Cavaliers with a 3-point lead as Dennis Schroeder connects on the free throw. 22-19. And now out front, Schroeder got knocked down, and Tony Brothers has a charging call on the Pistons. So Dennis Schroeder, that wily veteran, acquired at the trade deadline, plays with that grit and that moxie, Jim.
Yes, he does, Tim. And he's a veteran with tremendous experience.
So Schroeder with the basketball. Out front, Strus. Max 3. That one missed.
He didn't miss it by much.
Rebound tracked down by Karis LeVert.
A miss is a miss.
5 to go. First quarter. Cavs by 3. Looking to take a 3-2 lead in this series. Isaiah Stewart on the handoff to Cade Cunningham. Cade to the baseline, shoots and hits.
He's just so big and so talented, Tim.
8-point first quarter for Cunningham. Was held to 19 in the last game. Cavalier lead sliced to 1. Mitchell out front to Strus. Bounce in the middle to Schroeder. Schroeder with 10 on the shot clock. Throws it, deflected, out of there with it. Cunningham driving on Strus. He'll dunk it, and the Pistons lead. Well, good start for Cade Cunningham. He's got 10 in the first. Cavs down 23-22. Mobley driving, hits the brakes, got it out front. Strus, 3, perfect! Max Strus hits the 3 ball, his second of the quarter.
Pure Bulldog.
6 off the bench for Strus. Cavs back into the lead at 25-23. At the other end, Isaiah Stewart with a 3. Got it. Isaiah Stewart, the big guy off the bench, hits the 3 ball. And Detroit takes the lead at 26-25. Cavs ball with a minute and a half to go here in the first. Strus, long 3, around the rim and out.
I like his stroke.
By Asar Thompson.
I like his stroke, Tim.
Detroit to the other end. Thompson in the middle. Stewart, another 3. That one's good as
Come
well.
on, Mobley.
Isaiah Stewart,
Buckets.
3 threes.
Buckets.
Cavs down by 4, 29-25.
Mobley's not guarding him, Tim. He left him wide open twice.
Schroeder, right of the lane, hits the brakes. Out front to Mobley, left wing Strus, in the corner to Merrill. Steps right, 3 ball. That one's in and out. Rebound out of bounds. And it was knocked off the hands of Evan Mobley out of bounds. That'll give it to Detroit.
Now, Tim, I'm hoping that Merrill keeps his confidence because he's going to be open. With the extra pass, the short corner's going to be open.
Hit his first 2 in game 4 and then missed 4 straight. Sam buried one earlier in this quarter.
Yep.
Pistons basketball, 29-25. They're up by 4. Asar Thompson, wing left to Cunningham. Cunningham with his back to the basket against Strus. Cunningham swings through, heads to the baseline, shot in and out. Rebound Mobley, quickly to Mitchell. Mitchell with 30 on the clock, crosses the half-court line. Mitchell had it poked out of his hands. Ball got knocked to the backcourt, and it's grabbed by Donovan Mitchell. Shot clock now at 10. Mitchell comes around Mobley. Mitchell on the high dribble, run of the lane, flipped it off the glass and good. Wow, what a shot by Donovan Mitchell. And now what do we got? Tyler Ford has halted action for a moment. Down on the floor is Donovan Mitchell, and he's in a lot of pain. Basket to our right as Tyler Ford halted things. And JB's up saying he didn't have to stop the game right there. Donovan Mitchell, after sinking that shot high off the glass, went down. And trying to check that replay. Oh, he turned his foot. Got his foot caught up with one of the cameramen sitting down.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Underneath the basket to our right.
But he's up and walking.
So the Cavs are within 2, 29-27. Detroit can play for the final shot here in the first quarter of play. But I think the Cavs have withstood an early barrage here. Cunningham on the left wing, unloads a three. Missed it off the side of the rim. That was a quick shot. Rebound Mobley, got it to Mitchell. Donovan beyond half court. Ooh, just off the glass, didn't miss by much. So we've got one quarter in the books here in Detroit. What a game appears to be unfolding. 29-27, Pistons by 2 at the end of 1 on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse. Cavs down 2 at the end of 1, 29-27. Pistons lead it here in Detroit. It's game 5 of this NBA Eastern Conference semifinal with things tied at 2 games apiece. I'm with Jim Jones courtside. Let's go back to the studios. Check in with Brad Sellers and Mike Snyder.
Well, Tim, the Cavaliers down by 2, you just said 29-27. Brad, I guess it's progress. Game 1, they were down 16 after 1. Game 2, they were down 7 after 1 in Detroit. Tonight, they're only down 2. Your thoughts?
Well, absolutely. Great start by the Cavaliers, playing at a great pace. Cavs still need to play under control for the rest of the second quarter here. I like James Harden's assertiveness in the first quarter, and the thing we must concentrate on is eliminating the turnovers, because we have to remember that every possession counts here, Mike.
Yeah, 6 turnovers by the Cavs, but Detroit has turned it over 5 times. We'll keep an eye on Donovan Mitchell. Boy, he kind of turned his ankle there in that last drive, but hopefully he's all right. We'll go back to Tim and Jim.
Jim Jones, your thoughts on the first 12 minutes?
I thought everything went well. I thought we took their best blow, their early best blow. 29-27, I can live with that. Plus, Tim, they're shooting 52%. As Brad mentioned, minimize those turnovers, you got to lead.
Cavs with the ball to start the second quarter. We'll check in with Serena at our first opportunity. Mobley drives, banks, and scores. Evan Mobley ties this game at 29. Second quarter just underway. Pistons going right to left. Cade Cunningham off to a good start with 10 in the first. Has the ball at the half-court line. Cunningham tiptoeing that half-court line, being chased by Strus. Cunningham to the foul line, shoots and hits. Well, it's just automatic for Cade Cunningham. Cavaliers now down 2, 31-29. Mobley out front against Stewart. Now gets Harris on a switch. Mobley into the paint, strong to the basket, and he got fouled as he went to the rim. He missed the dunk, but Evan Mobley will be shooting 2.
Tim, you got to like that by Mobley. He had the smaller Harris on him. He didn't settle. He took 2 strong, efficient dribbles and got to the rim. I like it.
So that'll put Mobley at the free throw line, and that'll put Serena Winters on the mic. Serena, what did Kenny have to say in between quarters?
Kenny said, hey, I want to see more offensive rebounds. The Cavs only have 1 in that first quarter, and with all the shots they're getting up, he just wants to see the guards have more an emphasis there. And he said, look, I want them to screen better. I want you guys to cut better. I want you guys to roll better. But I also want to tell you that it was hard to hear because there's so many Cavs fans behind the bench. There were 8 buses of Cavs fans, Tim, that Dan Gilbert had out here. So seeing the Cavs fans out here has been pretty awesome.
Tip of the cap to Cavalier chairman and owner Dan Gilbert. 8 buses that made their way up to Little Caesars Arena tonight. Yeah, there's a lot of wine and gold. Mobley split the pair, 31-30. Detroit with the lead and the basketball. Cunningham straightaway 3, got it. Like Cade Cunningham has decided he's going to take things into his own hands. 34-30, Cavaliers down by 4. Jalen Tyson's in for the Cavs, and he got his shot blocked at the rim. And now he ties up
Come on, Jalen.
Stewart. And I think Tony Brothers just teed up.
He had to.
Jalen Tyson, yeah, he did.
You see, you know what they call that? They call that inexperience. Now he gets on the floor, he's jawing at Harris. Know your role. Know your role. You're a rookie. You're a second-year player.
So, technical foul on Jalen Tyson.
As well it should be, Tim. He's got to control his temper. Oh, no,
Hey,
now he's going to look at it.
He is saying it absolutely right. Come on, bro. You're doing too much. You're doing too much.
Now they're going to have a look at what transpired out there as Tony Brothers is telling everybody to get back to their bench. One thing about Tony, and Jim, you have said this, he will not take it. As JB came out to ask what was going on, he said, get back.
A jump ball stopped the play. After the play, we have a technical foul on Tyson. The play is being reviewed for a potential hostile act.
So there you go. So Tony Brothers makes the announcement to the crowd. So we'll let this unfold right here in front of us as Jim and I sit courtside, although we are actually second row behind the folks who are courtside. But Tony Brothers and Tyler Ford are right here in front of us. Of course, Tyler Ford from Lima, Ohio. Had a chance to be on with our Audioverse affiliate, WIMA, in Lima the other day. So, as always, good to give them a plug.
Yeah, Tyson, he's got to be under control, Tim. You know, you can't let your emotions outdistance what your job is. These games in 1 or 2 points, they come down to that. You know, they put you in the game, and then you start arguing with Harris. Tony was just going to take it out on the side as a foul, but if you kept talking to him, now he's checking.
After review, we have a jump ball center circle. The technical on Tyson stands. There is no other unsportsmanlike act on the play. There will be a jump ball between Tyson and Stewart at midcourt.
Okay.
And it will be a Detroit free throw with the Jalen Tyson technical foul.
Yeah,
you know, Cavs Academy summer camps hit gyms June through August. Are you looking for something to keep your kids active?
I hope they get
Sign them up for basketball.
Tobias Harris going.
With an emphasis on
He's been struggling so far. Sometimes in basketball, you need a little unnecessary to make things more necessary. Something to look out for.
Cunningham that will shoot the technical free throw. Cunningham off to a terrific start. He's got 15 points already with 10:44 to go here in the first half. Cunningham, line left, free throw good. And Cunningham extends that Piston lead. It's now 35-30, and we'll have a jump ball. Well, Tony Brothers had said we'll have a jump ball.
Yeah.
I guess it won't be in the center circle. It will be at the free throw line down to the right.
It looks like any two.
No, I think it's Tyson and Stewart because those were the two that got tangled up.
Yeah.
And then Jalen let his emotions get the best of him. So it'll be Tyson against Isaiah Stewart, 10:44 to go in the half. As G. Petritis puts the ball in the air, and it's taken away by Tobias Harris. Gave it off to Cunningham. Cunningham with the red-hot shooting hand. He's got 16 here in the first half. Cunningham against Tyson. Cunningham will bounce to Harris. He'll drive, bank, and score. Tobias Harris.
Bucket.
37
See what I'm saying?
30. Pistons with their biggest lead in the ball game. 8-1 run to the lane. Shot put up and in by Donovan Mitchell. So Donovan Mitchell answers back, quiets the crowd somewhat. Makes it 37-32. Piston basketball. Cunningham finds Thompson in the lane. His pass to the right side deflected, but grabbed by Harris, and from the baseline, he'll float and score.
Yeah, Tim, they're getting in the paint after one or two dribbles.
2 shots in a row. Tobias Harris.
They're looking at us collapsing.
Both of them
to
buckets.
get perimeter shots.
Detroit shooting 50% from the field. Here's Mitchell, shy of the half-court line. Crosses, gave it to Tyson. Tried to throw it down low, and he threw it out of bounds as he was looking for Merrill in the paint.
Yeah, and he wasn't there. He wasn't even close.
But with the Pistons up by 7, they'll get the basketball. James Harden will check back in for the Cavaliers. So you've got Harden, Mitchell, along with Merrill, Tyson, and Mobley.
Okay.
As in the backcourt, Cade Cunningham, right in front of his head coach, J.B. Bickerstaff, will head to the center circle and cross the timeline. Cunningham being chased by Tyson. Cunningham spinning on Tyson, got it out front to Marcus Sasser, who's now in. Sasser bangs into Merrill, shoots on Sam, and hits. So Marcus Sasser with his first 2 points of the ball game. And Detroit's up 9 at 41-32. Harden behind his back gave it to Tyson, and Tyson had his pass knocked out of bounds by Asar Thompson. And they'll get Dean Wade back in for the Cavaliers. Cavaliers here in the second quarter of play have been outscored 12-5. As Detroit with that 9-point lead. Detroit was up by 2 at the end of 1 at 29-27. Here's Harden in the backcourt, into the forecourt against Cunningham. Harden switching hands on the dribble. Harden, 1 on the clock, unloads, missed the 3, and the long rebound will simply go out of bounds.
Yeah, they're letting Cade Cunningham use an arm bar and a little bit of everything else, Tim. Makes it a little more difficult to get past him.
Wade in, Tyson out. Pistons by 9 at 41-32 with 8:55 to go. We're in the first half of play. Here's Danis Jenkins, got the start tonight. No Duncan Robinson for Detroit. Gives it off to Marcus Sasser. Sasser, lob left side to Tobias Harris. Harris against Dean Wade. Harris leaning into Wade, 6 on the clock. Harris to the baseline, a little shoulder, and he rattled the shot in, and that'll bring a timeout from the Cavaliers. Double-digit lead for the Pistons, 43-32. 8:34 to go, first half of play in Detroit. And on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse. good. Schroeder to the other end. Drive, scores! Dennis Schroeder with the bucket. And a chance for an and one as Schroeder got whacked in the face. That all started with that block shot by Jared Allen. And of course, for every block made by a Cavalier, KeyBank donates $25 to the Cavaliers Community Foundation. Cavs down by 11, 43-32. As the Pistons here in the second quarter of play have outscored the Cavaliers 14-5. And again, what has been an issue with the Cavaliers throughout the year, turnovers. Cavs have turned it over 7 times here in the first half, and it has cost them 13 points. Now, Detroit has turned it over 5 times. The Cavaliers have only turned that into 2 points. And the Cavaliers with the ball off the timeout, 43-32. They're down 11. Cade Cunningham pacing Detroit with 16. Tobias Harris with 8. Danis Jenkins had the first 7 points of the ball game. There's Serena Winters, who just returned from that Cavaliers huddle.
Yeah, Max Drew spoke up in that one and said, guys, they just started pushing us around. Offensively, we have got to do a better job of winning our spots. And the one word I've heard from Kenny Atkinson every huddle, screening. They've got to focus on screening better.
Here's James Harden in the backcourt, bringing it up against Danis Jenkins. Harden crosses the half-court line, feeds Mobley. Mobley right of the lane, into the lane, hooks with the left hand, but left it short. Rebound grab by Tobias Harris. Quickly to Danis Jenkins, to Sasser. Sasser comes up, stops at the three-point arc, feeds to Danis Jenkins. Jenkins on the right sideline, in the middle to Asar Thompson. Back to Jenkins, 8 on the shot clock. Jenkins against Merrill. Jenkins left of the lane, lost the ball, got it back. Jenkins on the baseline, feeds right corner. Stewart driving the baseline, feeds underneath, and the shot clock ran out.
Cavs defense again, Tim, despite of the carry by Jenkins that everybody else saw but the officials.
Cavaliers with Harden, Mitchell, Merrill, Wade, and Mobley. Just under 8 minutes to go first half, 43-32, Detroit on top. Harden on the right sideline. Harden swings the ball through. Harden now with the ball now near his right waist. Harden on the dribble, back to the basket. Harden fires left corner to Merrill, out front Donovan. Rainbows a three, it's in and out. And the ball deflects to Asar Thompson. Detroit on the run. Thompson left corner to Jenkins. Jenkins right in front of the Cavs bench, gave it back to Thompson. He'll hand it to Jenkins, top side to Stewart. Stewart dumps it behind him to Marcus Sasser. Sasser on the right wing, gives it in the corner to Tobias Harris. Harris against Wade. Harris lost to dribble. Harris got it back, 2 on the clock. Harris into the paint, pulls up and hits. Never panicked. Tobias Harris now in double figures with 10.
Veteran experience, Tim.
Cavs down 13. Here's Mobley. Mobley out front against Stewart. Mobley top of the key. He had the ball stripped away by Danis Jenkins. Lob down low. Thompson with a dunk. Turnovers again, costing the Cavaliers.
And over dribbling, Tim. Not a lot of spacing.
Mitchell into the forecourt. Mitchell with the stutter step. Feeds right corner to Wade. Out front to Harden. Harden with a 3. No, but he drew a foul. Was it on the shot? They got it on Jenkins. And yep, that'll be 3 free throws for James Harden.
That'll help, Tim.
So Harden heading to the free throw line, shooting 3. As he makes his way to the stripe, we'll pause for station identification on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
That may have been the worst foul call on a three-pointer I've ever seen. He was touching him, but that's all he was doing was touching him.
Harden with 3 free throws, swishes the first. Harden at the line during the playoffs, 87%, pretty much mirrors his regular season free throw tossing at 88%. Harden now 2 for 2 as he hits the second. Hey, create a free Cavs rewards account and link your card to be automatically entered to win a 2026 Cavs playoff ticket. Playoff tickets, I should say. Join at Cavs.com/rewards. Where's Game 6 Friday night at Rocket Arena. 7 o'clock tip. That'll be a 7 p.m. tip-off. Great way to start the weekend in downtown Cleveland as Harden goes 3 for 3.
And Tim, the Cavs are trying to get this down to a 2-possession game. That's where they've got to be by the end of this quarter.
Right now, it's a 12-point lead for Detroit. LeVert back in along with Cade Cunningham. Cunningham around a Tobias Harris screen. Cunningham gets Harden on a switch. Cunningham, top of the three-point arc. Cunningham pulls up, shoots from the foul line. It rimmed out. Rebound, Jared Allen. Gave it to Schroeder on the handoff to Harden. Back to Schroeder. Schroeder in the right corner. Heads to the right sideline. Schroeder still on the dribble. Brings it all the way out front. Lob to Harden. Harden with his back to the basket. Harden backing down Danis Jenkins. And we'll get an illegal defensive 3 seconds called on Detroit.
And what the Cavs have done, they're putting Harden down in one block, and he's got the smaller Jenkins. And the Cavs have been trying to work that mismatch.
So that puts Harden at the line for the technical free throw, which he connects on. So an 8-point game now for James Harden, including 4 of 4 from the line here in the second quarter. Cavs back to within 11 at 47-36. Don't forget Mike Snyder's coming up at the half. He's got the McDonald's halftime report. Mike and Brad Sellers with that McDonald's report. Harden right wing 3, big bounce off the back of the rim. Rebound grab by Jalen Duren. The Cavaliers now 3 of 11 from downtown. At the other end, Cunningham with a 3 that's way shy. Rebound grab by Allen. He'll give it to Schroeder. Schroeder through the center circle into the forecourt. Right side to Harden. Harden fires left side. Schroeder thought about a 3 against Cunningham. Gave it back to Harden. Harden looking for a screen. Got one from Wade. Harden now draws Tobias Harris. Harden, right to the key. Pulls up, shoots. Got it! 2-point field goal for James Harden. They give him 2 on the bucket, but the Cavs are back to within 9 at 47-38 with 5:15 to go in the half. Harris on the handoff to Cade Cunningham. Cunningham draws Harden on a switch, goes right by James. Cunningham, foul line shot short. Rebound deflects to Harden, quickly to Schroeder. And there's Schroeder pushing the pace. Schroeder up the right side. Schroeder against Cunningham. Schroeder with a crossover. Bounce to Allen in the lane. Finger rolled it up and in. And the Cavaliers are within 7. And it's Dennis Schroeder pushing the pace, making the read, getting the assist. And the Cavs have some momentum. 8 straight for the Cavaliers, 47-40, 4:52 to go first half. Timeout Pistons. We'll take a break on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse. pass and good. Wow, what a shot by Donovan Mitchell. Harden looking for a screen, got one from Wade. Harden now draws Tobias Harris. Harden, right of the key, pulls up, shoots, got it! 2-point field goal for James Harden. Gets the 2 on the bucket, but the Cavs are back to within 9 at 47-38 with 5:15 to go in the half. Now it's down to 7. Cavaliers trailing the Pistons 47-40. Detroit had a 15-point lead, so the Cavs have ripped off 8 straight, and Jim, the Cavaliers showing some intestinal fortitude here tonight. And you're going to have intestinal fortitude when you come into a hostile environment and you may trail double digits. You just have to be able to fight back.
Those are big words.
You like intestinal fortitude?
Yeah, I'm just going to call it guts.
Okay. Well, that's where your intestines are.
Right.
But they have to show that, right?
Yeah, they do, Tim, and they know what they're doing. The Cavs have a nice game plan.
Well, here comes a suddenly quick Danis Jenkins.
On the ground.
Blew right by Schroeder, and Schroeder got a hold of him. Boy, that's quickness on quickness right there.
Yeah.
As Danis Jenkins can fly down the floor. Dennis Schroeder's pretty quick as well, but he went right by Dennis, and Dennis.
What's up, Primitive?
Anything else but
Good to see you, brother.
A defensive slide.
Regio.
Keep up with that.
Appreciate you hanging out.
Jenkins over on the far sideline will throw it in. Actually, basically handed it off to Cade Cunningham. Gave it right back to Jenkins. Jenkins left to the key, bobbled it, got it back out front. Cunningham's 3, no. Rebound Harden tapped it to Allen, and then Allen lost it out of bounds. So it'll be Detroit basketball. Let's check in with Serena.
Well, Tim, in that huddle, Kenny Atkinson said, guys, this is the mental challenge right now to get us up the court and give us the space to play with that pace that we talked about. And I'll also say James Harden talked with everybody individually who was in that last lineup. Dean, Schroeder, J.A. said exactly what he needed from them on the offensive end.
Inbounds to Danis Jenkins. Sideline left to Duran. Right back to Jenkins. Right of the lane. Following good. And Danis Jenkins. He couldn't buy a bucket in Cleveland. Scored the first 7 points tonight. Now adds to that with a field goal to make it 49-40. Cavs to the other end. Harden out front against LeVert. Swings it right side to Strus, who's back in. Max drops it down low to Mobley. Mobley out front to Harden. Bounces it right back to Mobley. Mobley in the paint. Mobley bobbled it. Got it back. Knocked out of his hands. Tapped to Mitchell. 2 on the clock. Donovan down low to Allen. Flipped it up. No. And a foul will be called.
Good call.
And they're going to get that one on Cade Cunningham.
Good pass, good interior passing, Tim. This Pistons defense will make you hurry. We hurried a little bit, but we gained our composure, and we found the open man. That's what this is about. Don't let them make you hurry with their defense.
Here's Jared Allen, line right. Sends that free throw up and no good. Jared, of course, hardly played in Game 1. He was saddled with foul issues. Game 2 had a 22.7 rebound game. Game 3, 18 and 4 in Cleveland. Also had 2 blocked shots. And then 9 and 5 in Game 4. Allen splits the pair after missing the first, hits the second. 49-41. Pistons by 8 under 4 minutes to go in the first half. Jenkins on the handoff to Karis LeVert. LeVert with 2 free throws in the game. Gave it out front to Danis Jenkins. Jenkins against Harden. Jenkins now gets a screen and an open 3. It's in and out. Rebound tap to Donovan Mitchell. Cavs down 8 with the ball. At one point, they were down 15. Mitchell against Jenkins. Bounce left of the lane to Mobley. Mobley has LeVert on a switch. Evan into the paint. Mobley cut off. Hooks. Missed. Rebound out of bounds. Max Strus is calling for the replay. Boy, Tyler Ford, usually they'll give you a second. He handed that ball right to Jalen Duran. Here's Duran into the forecourt. Duran, left wing to LeVert. LeVert comes around a Duran screen. LeVert pulls up and hits in the paint. And Karis LeVert now with 4 points in the ball game. The lead's back to 10 at 51-41. 3:05 to go second quarter. Harden out front. He got hit by LeVert, and the foul will be called on Karis LeVert.
You know, it's amazing because I think that if he didn't make those antics and was dramatic on the hit, they were going to let that slide, Tim. So they're using their body, and we have to try to corral them and use our body. We've got to stay connected on defense.
Mitchell lob into Harden. Harden right in front of the Piston bench. Under 3 to go here in the first half. Harden with the 3. Got it! James Harden right in front of the Pistons bench. Buries a 3, and that is a glance back at the guys in blue. 51-44. Cavs within 7. LeVert out front to Duran, and now a whistle away from the basketball. And we'll get a defensive 3-second violation call on the Cavaliers. So a technical foul, and that's Cade Cunningham heading to the free throw line.
Yeah,
so each team has had a defensive 3-second call.
Well, Tim, we did it, but how often can you call that when these games come down to one basket? Thank you, Cade.
Hey, you got to call it, bro. You got to call it. You got to call it, because somebody would then be saying, why aren't they calling that?
Lead is 7 for Detroit, 2:44 to go.
We'll take it.
First half of play. Cunningham just to the right of the Cavs bench. Cade, lob out front to Duran. Duran bouncing the lane to Cunningham. Flip it up and in. Cade now with an 18-point first half. Cavs down 9, 53-44. Here's Harden. Comes around Strus. Harden on the left-hand dribble on the left sideline. Harden against LeVert. Harden in the left corner. Harden brings it all the way out front. Harden looking for a screen. Got it from Mobley. Ball deflected. Cunningham with the steal. Ahead to LeVert. LeVert drives, banks, scores, fouled by Strus. Turnover, Cavaliers, and it results.
Defense to offense. Those are the ones we like the best.
They're getting that, Tim, because Harden wants to float it to Mobley. He's got to put something on that pass. That gave the defense time to adjust and get a hand in there.
So the foul on Strus. And at the free throw line, it'll be Karis LeVert looking for the and one, and just like that, the lead's back to 11 at 55-44.
Yeah, the Pistons are fighting. They're fighting. We had our 8-0 run. Now they've had theirs.
So LeVert completes the three-point play. Makes it 56-44. Cavaliers with 9 turnovers here in the first half. Down by 12 with 2:06 to go, second quarter. Mitchell out front. Gave it to Mobley. Swings it right side. Strus. 3-ball. Max got it. Max Strus. Well, they love shooting right in front of that Piston bench. That's where Max buried that one from. Makes it 56-47. Cavs down 9. Strus has 9 with 3 threes. Strus is high in the series, 19 in game 1. LeVert in the paint. Right wing to Jenkins. Jenkins against Harden. Jenkins down the lane. Missed on the dunk. Rebound grab by Harden. Cavs on the run. Harden in the middle. Harden left side pass. Stolen by Cunningham. Cunningham against Mobley. Feeds Duran. He'll put it up and in. And Cunningham waited for Mobley to commit. Another Cavs turnover. Leads to 2 points. Here's Mobley on the left side with 1:15 to go in the half. Cavs down 11. Mitchell left of the lane, pulls up, shoots, and hits on Danis Jenkins. Donovan Mitchell with 8.
Yeah, he's just warming up, Tim. He let everybody else get involved. It's Donovan time to close out this quarter.
Here's Cade Cunningham right at the half-court line. Cunningham gets Mitchell on a switch. 8 on the shot clock. Cunningham, who already has 18. Cunningham right down the lane, up with the left hand, no, but he drew the foul. And that'll put Cade Cunningham at the free throw line. So with Cade heading to the stripe, I've got a moment to tell you about our Discount Drug Mart first half assist numbers. Discount Drug Mart, your one-stop shop that saves you the runaround for Detroit. How about 17 assists on their 24 field goals? Asar Thompson leading the way with 5, with Jalen Duran and Cade Cunningham each have 4. Cavaliers with 10 assists in the first half. Evan Mobley with 4. And James Harden with 3. Those are your Discount Drug Mart first half assist numbers, brought to you by Discount Drug Mart. The issue there is that assist to turnover ratio. 10 assists, 10 turnovers.
Yes,
cancels one another out.
Yes, that's right. It does, Tim. And that's the difference in the game right now.
Cunningham hit them both. 20 in the half for Cade Cunningham.
I mean, when you're shooting 53% as the Cavs are, and all you got is 49 points, you've given some stuff away.
Here's Mitchell. Mitchell against Thompson. Got it out front to Mobley. Mobley on the handoff to Mitchell. Swings it right side. Strus. 3. There's another one for Max Strus. How about 4? He had that one from Flint. And it's 60-52. Cavaliers within 8. Detroit can't quite wind it all the way out, about a 3-second differential. Boy, Max Strus off the bench. We talk about role players off the bench. Max with 4 threes. Cunningham, 6 on the clock, out front to Thompson. Thompson against Mitchell, right side Harris, 3-ball up, no, tip, no. Strus tips it to Mitchell. Mitchell spins, and he's cut off in the backcourt, and that will end the first half of play. Well, Detroit will head to the locker room up by 8. At one point, they had a 15-point lead, so the Cavaliers have chipped away at that, and the Cavs with some work to do as we get into the second half of play. But they've closed it to 8 at 60-52 at the intermission here in Detroit. Well, Mike Snyder, Cavaliers showing that intestinal fortitude as they battle back, and they've got themselves in the hunt here.
Well, Max Strus certainly getting it done. Kenny Atkinson talked before the game about the need of one of the role guys to step up, and Max has done that. But the Cavs need to get more from their front five if they're going to come back and win on the road. And right now they find themselves down by 8. So, Jim Serena, enjoy your halftime break. It's time for the McDonald's halftime report. Brad Sellers is with me. We'll get Brad's thoughts on the first half and what has to happen now for the Cavs to chip away even further and get back into a position to try to get a road win in Detroit tonight. At the half in Motown, Pistons 60, Cavs 52. The McDonald's halftime report is coming up next on the Medical Mutual Cavs Audioverse.
Appreciate y'all hanging out. Get some grub, have a beverage, have a smoke. Do it all responsibly. See you in about 10 or 15 minutes. Potoi? Hey, it's a good basketball game. Come on, Donovan Mitchell. Where you at? I don't want you to win, but I need some fantasy points.
It is halftime in Detroit. The Pistons with a 60-52 lead over the Cavaliers in Game 5 of this series. Game 6 will be in Cleveland Friday night, a 7 o'clock start at Rocket Arena. If necessary, a Game 7 would be in Detroit on Sunday. The Cavaliers trying to get their first road win of the preseason. A solid first quarter. They were down 29-27. Early in the second quarter, though.
He mean the postseason, right?
Got things turned around. They got Tobias Harris going, and Cade Cunningham has been terrific.
Harden brings it all the way out front. Harden looking for a screen. Got it from Mobley. Ball deflected. Cunningham with the steal. Ahead to LeVert. LeVert drives, banks, scores, fouled by Strus. Turnover, Cavaliers, and it results in Pistons points.
Yeah, that's really what's happened. The Cavaliers have turned the ball over 10 times. Every time, basically, they've turned it over, the Pistons have scored. 20 of the Pistons' points have come off of Cavs turnovers. Now, Detroit's turned it over 6 times, but the Cavs have only been able to capitalize on those turnovers for 2 points. So, Brad Sellers, here we go again. We're talking about turnovers. Cavaliers only down 8, but again, the turnovers and the problems they've had on the road throughout this postseason have continued thus far.
Well, you know, Mike, I thought we had made some great adjustments in games 3 and 4, and we got a handle on possessions and valuing what possessions do for the basketball team. But in this case, we got 10 turnovers, lead to 20 points here. And the turnovers are they're not I won't call them careless, but they're so nonchalant that Detroit is sitting there reading past the lanes. They're making things happen, picking the guards up at the timeline, and then forcing this to occur. I thought we had made the adjustments where we were putting another ball handler in the game and let that ball handler bring the ball up the floor and then get James Harden and Donovan Mitchell into the flow here. We're lucky to really only be down 8 here because the Pistons kind of got going after Jalen Tyson got into the little tete-a-tete with Tobias Harris. So we've got a chance to recover. We're only down 3 possessions. And what we need to do is come out and assert ourselves like we did in the first quarter. Defensively, right there, offensively playing on time and on rhythm, and then actually trying to execute our offense and value the basketball, Mike. No turnovers here. Make sure every possession counts because this is the type of game where this may go down to the wire.
Cavs shooting 54%, but down by 8. That tells you the impact of those turnovers. Pistons are at 52%. Each team 6 of 14 in threes, but really the hot hand for the Cavs has been Max Strus, 4 of 6. Everybody else is 2 of 8. James Harden is leading the Cavs with 13 points. Donovan Mitchell with only 8, so we always look for Donovan to get rolling in the second half. Evan Mobley, a tough first half for Evan. 5 points, 4 assists, and a couple of rebounds. On the Pistons side, Cade Cunningham, he's playing big tonight. Had a rough game in Cleveland. He's on it today. He's got 20. Tobias Harris with 10 after a very slow start. And they started Dennis Jenkins. He hit his first 2 shots, actually their first 7 points he hit for them. He got the start because Duncan Robinson is out tonight with a sore back. And Jenkins got the call, and he responded. So the Pistons with an 8-point lead over the Cavaliers. And, you know, one of the things, Brad, before the game, we hear from Kenny Atkinson, and he said, yeah, we need one of our role guys to step up. Well, they've gotten that from Max tonight. Now they need more, really, looks like inside with Evan and Jarrett, too.
Well, I think that we've got to get some production from Evan and Jarrett, really, to really kind of solidify the front 2. And so I need James Harden to keep going. I need Donovan to get going. And then in this case here, I need us to value the possession of the basketball, cut down the turnovers, make this a game. You have to put Detroit in a place where every possession they have to make a play. I want to see what the Pistons look like when they have to make a play. That's not Isaiah. That's not Joe Dumars. That's not that group, right? There's Cade Cunningham's a great player. We see that. The others, I don't know. Tobias Harris has been playing great in the playoffs, but put me in a position where I can force you to become a player at clutch time. Then I'll see what you have here. But we have to do the smart thing here. We just can't self-implode ourselves down the stretch here.
And you talk about the playing with a force. Cavs have 1 offensive rebound, 0 second chance points. Pistons only have 5, but it just tells you a lot when you see that number 2.
Well, when you're playing with force, right? We played with a determination here at Rocket Arena. Yes, we did. You've got to bring that same determination because you're in a hostile environment. The Pistons fans are waiting for you to collapse, right? Because they want to have an explosion on you because of what we did to them the other day. You've got to fight that off, resist the temptation to implode, and just stay there. I'm going to stay here through the third quarter. I'm going to get to the fourth quarter, and we're going to see who you are, right? I'm going to see who the coach is. I'm going to see who the other coaches are. I'm going to see who these players are. But if you don't put them in that position, well, Mike, you know, anything could go wrong. But I want to put you in that position, And I think we can do that because we're only down 8 at the half.
Well put, Brad. We'll see what they can do in this third quarter as they trail Detroit 60-52. This is the only game tonight. The Cavaliers and the Pistons headed for Game 6. That will be on Friday. The Knicks await the winner of this series. Download the Cavs app to play Cavs Pick'em, presented by KeyBank. $1,000 in cash will go to the overall playoffs winner, along with over $200 in prizes each game. Head to the Cavs app and play Cavs Pick'em now. You can always text us your thoughts, comments, questions throughout the game, and then on the postgame show as well. 216-440-9566 is the way to do that. This is the McDonald's Halftime Report. Halftime of Game 5 in Detroit. It's the Pistons 60, the Cavs 52. We'll send it back to Tim, Jim, and Serena after this time out of the Medical Mutual Cavs Audioverse.
Cavaliers down by 8 at the half here in Detroit. Pistons lead it 60-52. Somebody is going to walk out of here tonight with a 3-2 lead in this best-of-7 Eastern Conference semifinal and look to wrap it up Friday night when Game 6 will unfold at Rocket Arena in Cleveland. Cavaliers being paced scoring-wise by James Harden. He has 13. Max Strus with 4 3-balls. He's got 12. It has been a tremendous first half for Cade Cunningham on the Pistons side of the ledger. He has poured in 20 points in the first half. That's the 11th playoff game that he's had 20 or more points. And tonight it happened in 2 quarters of basketball. So the Cavaliers with some work to do. I want to let you know that the Cavaliers Community Foundation invests in organizations that directly support youth in Northeast Ohio. More than $27 million has been granted through the CCF to local nonprofits. So support the efforts. Go to Cavs.com/community foundation. So the Cavaliers down by 8 at 60-52. Both teams are out on the floor warming up, getting ready to start the third quarter of play. And with that, we'll take a timeout on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Hey Cavs fans, basketball is back, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Cavs games or to any other live event in the land, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. SeatGeek.
Home means everything to you. So when rates drop, you don't just sit back. Rocket Mortgage watches the market to help you save money when the time is right. We make refinancing simple and savings even simpler. Never miss a new lower monthly payment with Rocket Mortgage. Learn more at rocketmortgage.com or call 1-800-4ROCKET for cost information and conditions. Conditions apply. Not a commitment to lend. Rocket Mortgage, LLC, licensed in all 50 states. NMLS ConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
The biggest party of the year is here. Zach Brown Band Love and Fear Tour, presented by Margaritaville at Sea. Saturday, July 18th, Rocket Arena. Zach Brown Band. With special guests. Fitz and the Tantrums. Tickets are on sale now at ZachBrownBand.com. Don't miss Zach Brown Band Love and Fear live.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your...
Cavs down 8, 60-52. We're just a few seconds away from the start of quarter number 3 here at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. Of course, if there is a Game 7 in this series, it will be back here at Little Caesars Arena on Sunday. Time to be determined. Of course, the Cavaliers would love to rally tonight, take this one, and then wrap it up on Friday night at Rocket Arena. That is a definite Game 6 Friday in Cleveland. It'll tip at 7 o'clock. Tim Elkhorn along with Jim Jones and Serena Winners. And we want to remind you, Cavs playoffs presented by Redfin are here. And we want you to be a part of the action. Visit Cavs.com/playoffs. So I mentioned Serena Winners. Serena, what do you have for us as we get ready to start the third?
Caught up with assistant coach Mike Garrity at the half, and the obvious ones, right? The 20-2 and the turnover is a big thing, but he really pointed out the offensive rebound, said they should have way more than one offensive rebound. And look, he has the defense, so I asked him specifically about the defense. He said we've got to be more aggressive with Cade. We've got to wear him down. Right now, we've got to make sure we are up higher in our pick and roll coverages because Cade is bringing our smalls into screens and turning those into isolations. We have to stop that in the second half.
Cavs with the ball to start the second half. Harden left corner to Dean Wade. Again, Cavs heading towards their own bench. Here's Mobley, left of the lane, lost the dribble, got it back, swings by Cunningham, gave it to Allen in the lane, hooks, missed. Jared got it back, got it knocked out of his hands. Scramble on the floor, Allen picks it up, and then Allen got fouled. How can Asar Thompson look at Tyler Ford and go, what did I do?
He does
literally
that on every
clawed.
foul.
He clawed Jared Allen right there.
But I'm going to give the Cavs credit for fighting through this tough defense. They're determined not to have a repeat of what happened in Cleveland. They're very aggressive, very hands-on.
As James Harden getting set to inbound to the right of the Cavs bench. Cavs down 8, second half just underway. Mobley into the paint, put it up, got it knocked away, and the ball's grabbed by Tobias Harris. And boy, Kenny Atkinson really in the ear of Tony Brothers. In the meantime, at the other end, driving shot, no, and then Duren with a tip that fell off. Well, he just can't find it in the postseason.
Well, the Cavs got a lot to do with it, Tim.
Here's Mitchell, crossover dribble, left wing three, in and out. Rebound knocked off the backboard. Allen got hit, and the foul will be called on Jalen Duren.
Yeah, as well as should, Tim. That's his first foul of the night. That's hard to believe, as much hands-on as he plays defense.
Still an 8-point game, 60-52. Cavs down 8. With a minute off the clock here in the third quarter of play. Harden around Mobley. Harden bounced to Mobley, feeds Allen, head and shoulder fake, banks and scores with the left hand.
You got to be tough in there, Tim. They're not calling it.
Allen
Cavs 2 possessions down.
hits double digits with 10 points in the ball game, 60-54. Detroit going left to right, heading towards their bench. Off to our right, here's Cunningham at a 20-point first half. Cunningham picked up by Harden on a switch. Cunningham to the baseline. Cunningham spinning, feeds down low to Thompson. 2 on the clock, 1 on the clock. Asar in the lane, barely grazed the rim. Rebound grabbed by Wade. Feeds to Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell coming off that 39-point second half in Cleveland. Mitchell drives, and he got fouled as he went to the bucket.
Good call by the official, Tim. He turned the corner, went right down the lane. He knew he was going to get hit, so he was strong on the shot.
And he drew that foul from Jalen Duren. Jim, you're praising an official. That's G. Petritus out
No,
there.
I didn't say anything about praising the official. I said what Donovan did forced him to blow that whistle. He was strong on it, Tim. He was strong on the shot.
Mitchell swishes that first free throw.
Very seldom when I give them credit because they're so inconsistent, Tim. As the game changes, they change. Now, the Pistons came out here with hands-on defense. Cavs aren't complaining. They're making the mental adjustment and getting tough themselves.
Mitchell line left, hit the first, sinks the second. So Donovan Mitchell now in double figures, and the Cavs are within 4. Chipping away, 60-56. Early third quarter here in Detroit. This series tied at 2 games apiece. And I think we've got Donovan Mitchell called for a foul away from the ball. Cavs with their original 5 of Mitchell, Harden.
He just said, as the game changes, the official change. They inconsistent. Aren't they supposed to do that?
Pass right wing to Tobias Harris, and Harris runs it off to Cade Cunningham. Cunningham.
Okay.
Right in front of the lane to Duren, and he's got a dunk. You don't want to see Jalen Duren get rolling. He's a 20-10 guy. It has not been that way in the playoffs. 62-56. Harden down low to Allen. Allen, heavy traffic. And Tyler Ford got him with a travel.
Yeah. Rather than call the foul, standing right next to Jarrett, he calls the travel first.
Now Kenny Atkinson letting G. Petritus know he was getting whacked all over the place.
Doesn't mean a thing.
62-56. Cavaliers down 6. Pistons with the basketball. They had an 8-point lead at the half. Cavs had it down to 4. Cunningham, crossover dribbled. Cunningham into Harden. He went up and down with the basketball. That's a traveling call on Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, Harden stayed right with him, Tim, right in the paint.
The Cavs with the ball, down by 6. 9:32 to go, third quarter. Where you can just feel the tension building in this building, Little Caesars Arena. Harden, left wing 3. Bullseye! James Harden. That's his second 3 of the night. And the Cavs are within 3, 62-59. Harden, his last 6 points have come from downtown on 2 3-balls. Here's Duren. Duren gets by Allen. Duren, rid of the lane. Bang! Set it rolled out. Oh, a late whistle and a foul. And they're going to get Evan Mobley with that foul.
That is terrible. That is terrible. Duren waltzes in there with a soft shot. It rims, and then you call a foul that late?
So Jalen Duren shooting 2. Again, regular season, 19.5 points, 10.5 rebounds per game. You talk about a precipitous drop, 10.2 and under 8.5 rebounds per game in the postseason, but he hits that first free throw.
Well, I don't know what precipitous means, but I will tell you this. He's not playing well.
Significant? How about significant?
Yeah, significant. That rhymes.
Precipitous, significant.
Oh, my goodness.
Big drop. That's Duren. Rolled them both.
Come on, Cavs.
Jim, this is why I'm going to miss you.
I'm messing with you, babe.
64-59. Cavaliers down 5. Under 9 to go. Harden into the paint, draws contact, tried to feed it underneath. Ball deflected out of bounds by Danis Jenkins. They scored 30% off the Cavs City Edition collection and jerseys throughout round 2. Shop this sale at Rocket Arena. and Pinecrest center court locations, or go online at Cavs.com/shop. Harden to inbound. Harden got it out front to Allen. 8 on the shot clock. Jared will hand it off to Mitchell. Mitchell against LeVert, who's checked in. Donovan comes around Mobley. Mitchell on the right wing. Crossover dribble. 1 on the clock. 3 ball up. Didn't hit anything. That'll be a shot clock violation as Donovan Mitchell threw an air ball.
Yeah, that wasn't a good shot, but he was just trying to get it off to beat the clock. Good defense by the Pistons, Tim. They played that well with 10 seconds on the clock.
Pistons by 5 with 8:35 to go in the third. Here's Cade Cunningham. Cunningham for Detroit draws Mitchell on a switch. Cunningham crossover dribble, crossover again into the paint, shoots, no, but they'll call that foul on Donovan Mitchell.
You had him, Donovan, until you reached. You had him shooting an off-balance shot. Sometimes against great shooters, that's the best you can do. Don't bail them out by putting them on the line, not a jump shooter.
Cade Cunningham at the free throw line, 3 of 4 from the line tonight. Detroit as a team, 8 of 9 at the stripe. Cavs are 12 of 14 as Cunningham hits that first. 21 for Cade Cunningham. He's had games of 23, 25. Had that triple-double in game 3 of 27, 10, and 10. Had 19 in game 4, but surpassed that in the first half tonight. And now he's got 22 points in the ball game as he hit them both. Cavs down 7, 66-59. Harden crosses the half-court line. Harden bounced to Mobley, lob to Allen. Pow! Mo with the throw to the fro. And Jared Allen now has 12. Pretty assist from Evan Mobley. Cavs back to within 5 at 66-61. Cunningham works around a screen from Jenkins. He'll draw Harden. Cunningham, crossover dribble into the paint. Fires left corner. Wade deflected it. Mitchell scooped it. Cavs on the run. Mitchell up the right sideline. Double team. Donovan looking for some help. Lob to Harden at the half-court line. Harden draws Jenkins on a switch. Harden crossover dribble, and Jenkins banged into the jaw of James Harden, and the foul will be called on Danis Jenkins.
Finally, they called it, Tim. They've been guarding Harden like that all night. A forearm into the side, into the waist, trying to not allow him to get past him.
Now Kenny Atkinson and G. Petritus exchanging pleasantries right here in front of us. Isaiah Stewart checks in for Detroit. Jalen Duren will sit down. It's interesting that Paul Reed, another big guy for Detroit, popped off the bench in games 3 and 4 and was effective with 11 and 15. Haven't seen him tonight. Wade will lob it into Harden. Harden right in front of the Cavalier bench. Cavs down 5. Harden against Cunningham. Harden back to the basket. Fires on the baseline to Mobley. Had it poked away. Deflection. Tobias Harris was the one who deflected it. Here comes Cunningham to the other end. Harden reached in on him, poked it away, and a foul will be called on James Harden. J.B. Bickerstaff into the ear of Tyler Ford. And the Pistons just got the foul call.
Yeah, and Kenny saying, well, what was that down there with Mobley? That was a reach.
Mobley and Mitchell check out. Schroeder and Max Strus are in. Strus with 4 3-balls in that first half had 12 points. Cunningham will lob it into Danis Jenkins. Jenkins works to the left sideline. Jenkins to the baseline. Jenkins under the basket. Right corner to Harris. Out front Cunningham. Left wing LeVert. LeVert left of the lane. Pulls up. Missed. Tip. No. Rebound. Wade. Strong rebound as he took it away from Isaiah Stewart. Wade gives it off to Schroeder. Schroeder played with Detroit last year. Schroeder into the paint. Right side Harden. 3-ball James. Perfect. James Harden. His last 9 points are from beyond the arc.
Oh, my goodness.
66-64.
Commercial break.
James Harden has found the mark here at Little Caesars Arena. Timeout Pistons. 66-64. Cavs within 2. 6:55 to go. Third quarter on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse. Harden, left wing three. Bullseye! James Harden. That's his second three of the night. And the Cavs are within three, 62-59. Harden crosses the half-court line. Harden bounced to Mobley, lob to Allen. Pow! Mo with the throw to the fro. And Jared Allen now has 12. Pretty assist from Evan Mobley. Schroeder played with Detroit last year. Schroeder in his paint, right side Harden. Three ball James. Perfect! James Harden. His last 9 points are from beyond the arc. Cavs within 2. 66-64. James Harden has found the mark. Harden leading the Cavs with 19 points in the ball game in the last 9 from downtown. Cavs within 2, 66-64, 6:55 to go here in the third quarter of play. Hey, show support for the Greater Cleveland Food Bank's Harvest for Hunger program. Donate to the Cavs Food Drive, presented by Trusted Sec at greaterclevelandfoodbank.org/Cavs Food Drive. Cavs now with some pressure in the backcourt as LeVert throws it into Isaiah Stewart. Stewart turns and heads to the forecourt. So the Piston lead, which was 15, is now down to 2. Here's Danis Jenkins, comes around a Stewart screen. Jenkins topside to Cunningham. Cunningham gave it off to Stewart. Stewart wheels into the lane and dunks it home. So Isaiah Stewart.
Miscue there.
Makes it 68-64. Schroeder, left wing Harden. Harden weaves his way into the paint, right side Strus, and Strus got fouled by Karis LeVert. Let's check in with Serena, who was in the Cavs huddle during the timeout.
Well, Kenny Atkinson just said our mentality right now is so much better coming out of halftime. But the other thing, too, is especially with a couple of the turnovers that we've seen is just, he said, you got to keep that ball higher, right? These guys like Tobias, these defenders will slap and poke at that basketball, so we have to take care of the ball much better, guys.
Strus, who's had a terrific game off the bench at the line. Detroit's over the limit. Let me say that again. Detroit has put the Cavs in the bonus with 6:25 to go here in the third quarter. Strus cans the first.
Yeah, it's the name of the game. They've been in attack mode. They haven't changed from that, Tim. Cavs showing great poise and the ability to come back.
Strus hit them both. 14 off the bench for Max Strus. Cavs back to within 2 at 68-66. 6:20 to go. Now, I should say the Cavs are at 14 fouls, so the next foul they commit will put the Pistons at the free throw line. Here's Tobias Harris, left wing against Strus. Harris to the baseline. Harris under the basket, reverse layup, bounced on the rim, no good. Rebound Harden. Ahead to Schroeder. Schroeder, lightning quick, comes by Cunningham. Drives, no. Rebound Allen out front. Strus, right wing Harden, fakes the three. Run of the lane, floats, no. Rebound, put back up, no. Allen got fouled. So Jared Allen kept the possession alive, and Allen heads to the free throw line with the Cavs down 2.
Off of a defensive rebound, Tim. They were off to the races. That's key now. Getting them one shot at the basket, one and out, and then pushing it down their throats. This looks like a tired Pistons team. So I'm looking at Cunningham and Harris and even Jenkins all grabbing their knees.
And Jared Allen swishing the free throw. So Allen now with a 13-point, 7-rebound game. And the Cavs are within 1.
Big-time offensive rebound.
Asar Thompson in. Tobias Harris sits down. So you replace defense for offense, or you take offense off with Tobias Harris. He's got 10. Asar Thompson, not known as a scorer, but again, an elite defender. Allen ties the game as he hit them both. So the Cavs have come all the way back. Jared now with 14, and it's 68-68 with 5:45 to go in the third. Here's Asar Thompson on the left sideline for the Pistons. Got it out front to Stewart. 3, in and out, rebound. Strus tapped it to Harden, but he lost it to Thompson. Right side Jenkins in the middle to Cunningham. Back to Jenkins. His 3 barely grazed the rim. Rebound Stewart. Left corner Cunningham. 3, got it.
You can't give up. Yeah, go ahead, Tim. It just hurt so bad I had to cut you off. These are opportunities you can ill afford.
Cavs down 3. Harden fires right side Wade. Gave it back to Harden. Harden Knocks into Thompson. He fell down. No whistle. Harden with a three. Missed it. Rebound Wade. Left side Schroeder. Schroeder thought about a three, but got defended quickly by Jenkins. Schroeder on the left side. Reach in. Foul will be called on Isaiah Stewart. And that's going to put Dennis Schroeder at the line. Again, the Cavs are in the bonus. So we'll have free throws for the remainder of the third quarter.
Yeah, just stay aggressive. Stay aggressive.
Game 6, Friday night, Rocket Arena. 7 o'clock tip. One of these teams will have a chance to close it out. With this series right now tied at 2 games apiece. Schroeder missed the free throw.
Yeah, he doesn't miss many.
94% in the playoffs. And that one hit the front of the rim and fell off. Cunningham and Stewart check out. Duren and Sasser come in. Well, you look at that Detroit team out there now, Jim. Who's the scorer?
What great question. Jenkins probably, Tim. But they're getting him off the floor because he saw what we're looking at. They're tired.
Schroeder connects on the second.
They are dead tired. All we have to do is just stay in attack mode.
Schroeder splits the pair. 71-69. Detroit by 2. 4:50 to go, third quarter here at Little Caesars Arena. Here's Jalen Duren on the handoff to Karis LeVert. LeVert will unload a long three. Big bounce off the back of the rim. Offensive rebound, though, grabbed by Sasser. Gave it off to Jenkins. Jenkins against Strus. Jenkins pulls up left of the lane. Shot rolled around the rim and in.
Another second shot opportunity. Come on, Cavs.
Danis Jenkins puts the Pistons up 4, 73-69. Mitchell and Mobley will check back in at the next break for the Cavaliers. They're heading to the scorer's table. Harden out front, 9 on the shot clock. Harden, sideline left. Harden against LeVert. Harden steps back, shoots, good, and a foul to go with it. Harden got sent to the deck, but on his backside, he saw the ball rip through. And the Cavaliers are within 2, and Harden can make it a 1-point game.
And that's what it's been. It's been LeVert against Harden. And tonight is one of those nights for Harden. So Harden wants him to look at it, too.
So Harden with 21. And now J.B. Bickerstaff is going to challenge it. He's going to challenge. He's going to say that Harden jumped into Karis LeVert. Here comes Tony Brothers before we take the timeout.
The ruling on the floor is a defensive foul on Detroit. The play has been challenged by Detroit.
Well, there we go. So the challenge by the Pistons. There's only one guy back in Secaucus tonight, Nick Booker. He's in the replay center, so they'll check in with Nick Booker. We'll take a timeout. 4:07 to go in the third. Right now, Detroit up 73-71 on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Deep in the South, kicking up top game. 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 Deep in
everything. Understand that hostile environment. We need each other. We've had 2 good games to build off of. But it's gonna be fun. Hostile environment. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And I know we're ready for the challenge.
You know, I've been doing this now my 7th year. I've never had an interaction with Tony Brothers.
Well, I should tell him some of the things you've said about
No,
him.
you, Jim.
And then you definitely would.
On the closeout on the play, LeVert makes knee-to-knee contact with Harden. Therefore, the challenge is unsuccessful. It's a foul on the shot. Detroit loses the timeout and the ability to challenge the rest of the game.
So Tony, before he just made that announcement, looked right at me and I go, "Good bucket, Tony?" He's like, "Yeah, good bucket." I got that before 20,000 other people did. So there you go. So Harden with a chance for an and one with the Cavs down 2, 73-71, 4:07 left. So let's see what Harden can do at the line. Boy, he's brought his game tonight. James Harden with 21. He's got three balls in the contest. As Harden is high in this series, 24. That was the last game when he had his double-double of 24 points and 11 assists. Free throw up and good. So Harden completes the three-point play. By the way, Detroit now out of challenges. That's a big unsuccessful challenge for the Pistons. Cavs within 1, 73-72. Cunningham out near the half-court line. Cunningham picked up by Strus. Cunningham crossover into the paint, shot puts and hits.
Okay.
Potoi Cunningham now with 27. That's his high in this series, matches his high when he had the triple-double in Game 3. Cavaliers down by 3. Harden, top of the three-point arc. Harden on the jab step. Harden bounce right side to Schroeder. Schroeder, run of the lane, banks, no, he got knocked down by Asar Thompson. And that's going to put Schroeder at the line, shooting 2. So with Schroeder heading to the stripe, we'll pause for station identification on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Hump Day Wednesday turned into a lot better game than we probably thought. Once again, appreciate it. Back to the ball game.
Dennis Schroeder hits the first free throw. Dennis Schroeder, again, those valuable minutes off the Cavalier bench.
He makes it happen, Tim. He makes it happen. Gives you a true point guard on the floor. You split your 2 leading scorers, and you put yourself in position.
Second time tonight, Schroeder has split a pair as he missed the second. 75-73. Detroit by 2. Cunningham up the right side. Cade Cunningham against Harden. Cunningham into the paint, put it up, no, but he got fouled.
And he was looking for contact. They had him shoot something off balance, but he was able to draw.
Cunningham with 27, leading all scorers. And again, he'll look for his high in this series at the line right now. His high in the playoffs, he had a 45-point explosion against Orlando in the first round. In fact, that was his playoff career high. So Cunningham at the line. First one up and in for Cade Cunningham. And again, you have to hand it to Cunningham. Of course, he was the first pick in the draft back in 21. He has had just a remarkable season. You hear the MVP chants, and really deservedly so. He had that elite of a campaign for Detroit. Second free throw for Cade is good. Now has 29 in the ball game. He's had 4 30-plus point games in the postseason. 77-73. Cavs down 4 with the ball. 3:05 to go in the third. Schroeder on the left wing. Out front to Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell with 10. Bounce left side, Schroeder. 3-ball up. No. And then Strus got knocked out of bounds. We got a collision between Strus and Cunningham.
And they can't challenge Tim.
The foul will be.
Oh, Tony
Brothers stepped in.
He changed it.
I think he just called it out of bounds.
Oh, he did?
I think he just made an out of bounds call.
Yeah.
And the basketball belongs to Detroit. Boy, Strus and Cunningham got in a horrid tangled mess. But it'll be Pistons basketball up by 4 with 2:45 to go in the third. Here's Duren out front. Duren bangs into Mobley. Duren tosses it to Cunningham. Cunningham works to the right side, draws Mobley on a switch. They were 1-3 in that draft. Cunningham cross-court pass over the head and out of bounds as Sasser couldn't climb the ladder to get it.
Another turnover by Cunningham.
Cavs with the ball. Here's Schroeder through the center circle. Comes around Mobley. Deals right side Merrill. Right corner Strus. 3-ball up and good. Max Strus. 3-ball number 5 in the ball game. And the Cavs are within 1 at 77-76. Duren against Mobley. Duren bangs into Mobley. And the foul will be called. Well, how does Tony call that? With the way they are knocking each other around out there. Foul on Evan Mobley.
Yeah.
And that'll put Duren at the free throw line. As we mentioned, both teams are over the limit. 2:12 to go, third quarter of play. Each team shooting pretty well at the line. Detroit, 12 of 13. Cavs, 19 of 23 as Duren swishes the first.
That's Duren's 7th point of the game, Tim. They've done a good job on him. He hasn't gotten a lot of touches, but they've done a good job on him and Thompson as far as scoring.
Jalen Duren, line right, 4th-year player out of Memphis. 13th pick in the draft by Charlotte, who sent him to New York, who sent him to Detroit. As Duren's second free throw ripped out. Rebound grabbed by Mobley. Cavs down 2, 78-76. 2:05 to go here in the third. Mitchell lobbed to Mobley in the paint. Right corner Merrill. Sam with a 3. Got it! And the Cavaliers have the lead. Sam Merrill. Nothing but the bottom of the net. 79-78. Cavs by 1. 1:50 to go here in the third. Asard Thompson in the middle to Cunningham. Cunningham picked up by Merrill on a switch. They got their legs tangled. Cunningham gave it to Sasser. Right back to Cunningham. Cunningham spinning. Right side to Sasser. Right corner LeVert. 3. No. And then it hit the top of the backboard in the shot clock. And now it's stuck up there.
Good defense, Tim. They double and triple team Cunningham. Got the ball out of his hands. Good defense.
Cavaliers here in the third have outscored the Pistons 27-18. So that lockdown defense. And the Cavaliers have been swarming. They have surrounded the Pistons like the Venus flytrap. And they have a 1-point lead at 79-78. Mobley rolling to the basket, and he stuffed it in the face of Asard Thompson. Oh, what a move by Mobley. Holy Mobley. 81-78. Cavs by 3. 1:08 to go here in the third. In the lane, Duren comes by Mobley, and Duren has a dunk. And again, you don't want to see Duren start getting hot. Schroeder out front to Mobley, gave it off to Mitchell, behind his back to Mobley. Straightaway 3. Got it! Evan Mobley with the straightaway 3-ball. And the Cavs have a 4-point lead. It's their biggest of the night, 84-80. LeVert on the handoff to Sasser, deals left wing to Cunningham. Cunningham against Schroeder. Cunningham pulls up, shoots, missed. Rebound. Strus has it for the Cavs. Cavs want to push it. Here comes Schroeder up the left side. Schroeder against LeVert. Schroeder drives, missed. Rebound Strus. Right corner Mitchell. 3-ball. In and out. Rebound Strus. Strus gave it to Mitchell. Mitchell. 8 on the clock. Mitchell into Thompson. Thompson poked it. Mitchell got it. 4 on the clock. Mitchell right of the lane. Out front Mobley. 3-ball. In and out. Rebound grabbed by Cunningham. 6 to go. Cunningham into the forecourt with 4. Cunningham on the right side. Cross-court pass. Left wing Sasser. 3. No. And that ends the third quarter of play. Cavaliers storm back. They outscored Detroit 32-20 in the third. And the Cavs have a 4-point lead as we go to the fourth. 84-80. Cavs by 4 at the end of 3 on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers audio.
up to date on everything you need to know about your Cleveland Cavaliers, Monsters, Charge, high school football, and so much more. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Watch rocksports.com, the home for Ohio sports fans.
The Cavaliers with a huge third quarter. They outscored Detroit 32-20. Cavs by 4, 84-80 as we head to the fourth. And as we head to the fourth, let's talk about how the Cavs can bring it home at Little Caesars Arena tonight. Little Caesars Arena, the home of Game 5. And Bring It Home is presented by Rocket. Let's check in with Brad Sellers and Mike Snyder.
All right, thank you, Tim. Brad, quite a third quarter. Defensively hold the Pistons to 20 points. Cavs also had 7 offensive rebounds. They are playing with force, aren't they?
Play with the force and determination. I think one of the key things was the small lineup was very effective. We played with high energy in that quarter. And we know this, the route home runs through our stars, Harden and Mitchell. We have to get back to them and let them try to help close this out, Mike.
Anything else that you want to see beyond that in the fourth quarter?
I want to just see a tenacity here. You have a chance to steal a game on the road here. Pistons are primed for a loss. Let's bring it home with some force.
Opportunity is there. Let's send it back to Tim, Jim, and Serena.
Well, speaking of Serena, let's check in with her.
First of all, Tim, I have to tell you, I don't think you could hear it because you're in a commercial. About 200 Cavs fans were just cheering, "Let's go Cavs," so much so that all the players in the huddle started hearing it. Thomas Bryant started cheering them on. And speaking of Thomas Bryant, he addressed all of those guys in the huddle. So, guys, we are built for this, every last one of us. The big thing in the huddle, guys, rebound. That is a focus of this fourth quarter. Out-rebound the Pistons.
Jim, how about that rebounding number as we head to the fourth? Cavs up 29-22 in rebounding over Detroit.
And Tim, that's the difference. That's one of the difference. The other difference is they've cut down on their turnovers, and the Cavs are shooting 50% from the field. But the psychological part of the game, Tim, is that they're willing this game. They are staying mentally and emotionally tough on defense and on offense.
Cavs with the lead. Pistons with the ball as we start the fourth quarter of play. Right side of the forecourt with the basketball. Here's Paul Reed. First action tonight out front to Cunningham, and he drains a 3-ball. Cade Cunningham makes it a 1-point game. He hits the 3, 84-83. Cavs by 1. First possession here in the fourth quarter of play. Here's Donovan Mitchell in the center circle. Mitchell out front against Tobias Harris. Mitchell left of the lane. Mitchell cut off, got it out front to Wade, swings it right wing to Merrill. 4 on the clock, 3 on the clock. Merrill against Sasser, 1 on the clock. Merrill steps right, 3, hits the front of the rim and missed. Rebound, Paul Reed gave it to Tobias Harris. Harris up the right side. Harris against Mitchell. Harris into the right corner, got it out front to Reed. Reed bounced down low, and it's deflected by Schroeder. And now Schroeder with the basketball. Shovels left side, Mitchell. 3-ball Don. Way off. Rebound grab by Sasser. Donovan didn't hit anything on that. Here comes Cunningham. Cunningham out front. Cunningham against Merrill. He waves Reed off. Cunningham against Sam. Cunningham back to the basket. Cunningham fade away from the foul line. Good.
You're just too tall, Tim.
Cunningham now with 34. Cavs down 1. Mitchell drives right around Cade, and the foul will be called on Cade Cunningham.
Y'all smell a 40 burger for Cade?
At the scorer's table.
Maybe 50.
The next break.
45.
Detroit with the first 5 points of the fourth quarter. A 3-ball from Cade Cunningham and a 2-point field goal from Cunningham. Harden in, Schroeder out. 1-point game. Detroit 85, Cavs 84. It'll be Mitchell, Harden, Merrill, Wade, and Mobley. Mitchell gets the basketball, flips it into Evan Mobley. Mobley hands it right back to Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell on the right wing against Tobias Harris. Mitchell comes right of the lane. Mitchell double team, and he got fouled as he turned and shot.
And Tim, what they're doing to Donovan is that as soon as he puts it on the floor, there's another player coming to him, and he sees it. but he also is looking in the paint. There's another player, Reed in this case, was coming over to try to give help. So they've got three people that are angled toward Donovan. You know, and I know he wants to score, but he's got to find that open man. He's got to find open man because there's going to be two of them open.
Mitchell with a 10-point game. 3 field goals, 4 of 4 from the line. Now 5 of 5 as he hits that first one.
Yeah, just do what you got to do and let's win the game. Let's just win the game.
Right now, the game is tied. 85-85, 10:20 to go. Donovan Mitchell, line left. 84% from the line in the playoffs. Second one, perfect. So Donovan has a dozen. Cavs back on top, 86-85. I don't know about you folks. My heart's pumping a little bit. We've got some playoff drama here in Detroit. Right wing, Danis Jenkins. Jenkins into the paint. Jenkins left of the lane against Mobley. Got it out front to Reed. Reed with 5 on the clock will hand it off to Cunningham. 3 on the clock. Cunningham against Wade. 1 on the clock. Cunningham blocked out of bounds by Evan Mobley. Holy Mobley! Evan came with the help and just swatted that one into the camera, folks.
He knows what time it is. He's doing, what did he tell us? Whatever he can do to help this team win.
Shot clock ran out. Cavs basketball up by 1. James Harden just inside the half-court line. Harden against Tobias Harris. Harden with a 22-point game. Harden between his legs, steps right, 3. Nobody got fouled by Tobias Harris.
And they can't challenge it, Tim.
It'll put James Harden at the free throw line for 3 free throws. And now J.B. Bickerstaff screaming at Tyler Ford. So is Kenny Atkinson.
Let it go, Kenny. We got this one. You're going to need some more of those kind of calls.
I think JB's arguing the call, and Kenny's saying
he stepped on
him. There should be multiple attempts for James Harden. Harden hits that first free throw. 23-point ball game for James Harden. Harden coming off that double-double in Game 4 when he had 24 and 11. Harden, line left, with the Cavs up 2. Second one, got it. 24 for James Harden. Things are getting a little vociferous here in Little Caesars Arena.
Yeah, you need a Marquette degree, Tim, to figure out these words.
You like vociferous?
Yes, I do.
I'll keep trying to fool you, Jim.
I use all those words. I use my anonyms and synonyms.
Anonyms and synonyms.
Yeah.
89-85. Cavaliers by 4. Here's Cunningham. Sideline right to Asar Thompson. Gave it back to Cunningham. Dumps it down low to Reed. Reed, 5 on the clock, into the lane. Hooks on Mobley and hits.
Tough shot.
Paul Reed didn't play in the first 3 quarters. Makes it 89-87. Cavs by 2. 9:08 to go. Donovan Mitchell, sideline right. Mitchell on the dribble. Mitchell bounced behind him to Wade. Swings it left side to Harden. Harden picked up by Harris. Harden backs up. Now between his legs. 3 on the clock. Harden against Jenkins. 3 ball up. Around the rim and out.
Boy, that looked good.
Rebound grab by Tobias Harris. Cavs by 2. Pistons with the ball. Harris muscling into Merrill. Spins in the lane. Shoots. Missed. Rebound Evan Mobley. Here come the Cavaliers. Mobley up the right sideline. Mobley at the 3-point arc. Mobley to the foul line. Evan changing hands on the dribble. Finds Harden. Hands it to him. Harden hits the brakes. Out front Merrill. 3-ball Sam. Too strong. Rebound grab by Asar Thompson. 8:20 to go. Thompson into the forecourt. Timeout Detroit. So J.B. Bickerstaff wants to draw up a play in a 2-point game. 89-87. 8:18 to go in Detroit. A timeout by the Pistons. A timeout on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse. basket, and he stuffed it in the face of Asar Thompson. Oh, what a move by Mobley. Holy moly. 81-78. Cavs by 3. Schroeder out front to Mobley, gave it off to Mitchell, behind his back to Mobley. Straightaway 3. Got it! Evan Mobley with the straightaway 3 ball, and the Cavs have a 4-point lead. It's their biggest of the night, 84-80. And that's still their biggest lead of the night, and right now it's down to 2, 89-87. Cavaliers lead the Pistons, 8:18 to go. Cavaliers will take the floor with Harden, Merrill, Strus, Wade, and Jared Allen. Hey, you know, SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the Cavs, so whether buying or selling tickets to Cavs games or any live event in the land, SeatGeek is the place to do it. So it'll be Detroit basketball. JB Bickerstaff took that timeout. Detroit has 2 timeouts remaining. Cavaliers with 4. As Danis Jenkins will toss it in over on the far sideline. Got it to Cunningham. Cunningham has been tremendous tonight with 34. Cunningham met by Strus. Cunningham into the paint. Fake Strus. Lob right side to Reed. Reed with 6 on the clock. Tried to get it to Cunningham. It went by him. Picked up by Harris out front. Jenkins. Jenkins 2 on the clock. Desperation 3. Didn't hit anything. 24-second shot clock violation as the Cavaliers again dug in defensively.
Yes, they did, Tim. They rotated. They helped each other. They crowded Cunningham, and they forced him into a pass. All of that worked.
Cavaliers by 2 with under 8 to go. Harden left of the lane, into the lane, feeds it to Allen. He fumbled it. Out of there with it comes Cunningham. Cunningham went down in the backcourt, and they'll call that foul on James Harden. That pass was too low for Jared Allen, down near his ankles.
Yeah, it was too low for one of my 3-year-old grandkids, too. You know, Harden thought he had an advantage, but this is a superior defense. They shut that down after a couple dribbles.
Here's Cunningham crossing the half-court line against Strus. Number 2 against number 2. Cunningham on the dribble, left of the key, gave it off to Asar Thompson, right back to Cunningham, out front to Reed, hands it to Cade, 3 ball, in and out, offensive rebound, Reed, and he dunked it home. They didn't box out Paul Reed, and he ties the game at 89. There's those offensive rebounds to points for the Pistons. Boy, they just feast off that.
And it's those little things, Tim.
Wade at the half-court line against Asar Thompson. And it looked like the Cavs were calling for a timeout. And Tyler Ford and Tony Brothers say, nope, we've got a jump ball. So Wade got tangled up with Asar Thompson. It'll be a jump ball in the center circle. 7:11 to go. So Dean Wade against Asar Thompson. Thompson listed at 6'7", Wade listed at 6'9". In the center circle. It'll be G. Petritis to put it up, and Harden able to snag it. Cavaliers with 8 to shoot. Harden double team, fires right side to Wade, and he threw it right by him out of bounds. Another turnover for the Cavaliers. Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley heading to the scorer's table with 7 minutes to go in a tie game, 89-89. A couple of costly turnovers for the Cavaliers. Cunningham got, oh, come on. Wow. He got literally nicked by Sam Merrill, and they'll call that foul on Merrill. Cavs not over the limit. I guess that foul does allow Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley to get in. Dean Wade and Sam Merrill will sit down. So for the Cavaliers, that is their second team foul. It comes with 6:53 to go. Jenkins throws it to Cunningham at the half-court line. Again, Cunningham against Strus. Cunningham now picked up by Harden on a switch. 3-ball, Cade, nothing but net. Wow. And that's MVP Cade Cunningham right there. 37-point ball game for Cunningham. Cavaliers down 3, 92-89 with 6.5 to go. Mobley feeds it to Strus. Strus against Cunningham. They match up at the other end. Strus on the handoff to Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell Bounced it right to Asar Thompson, but it's grabbed by Strus. Got it to Harden. 3-ball, way off. And the ball goes out of bounds off Detroit.
Yeah,
and fortunately for the Cavs, that ball hit the rim. And so they'll have 14 to shoot.
Yeah, you've got eagle eyes because I barely saw that one, Tim. But here's an opportunity now to score. You need to break this little rhythm that the Pistons have right now. How do you do it? Get some extra passes in. They're guarding you awfully tough.
Harden lobbed it to Mobley. Mobley, sideline left to Mitchell, and another Cavs turnover. They are rushing everything at the offensive end.
Well, that's what good defense will do. It'll make you hurry, but you have to have your poise and be patient.
Well, Detroit by 3, 92-89. 6 minutes to go here at Little Caesars Arena. Here's Paul Reed on the handoff to Cunningham, who has been dazzling tonight with 37. Cunningham, runner in the lane, no. Rebound grab by Harden. Harden will bring it to the forecourt for the Cavaliers. Harden between his legs on the dribble. Harden against Reed. Harden drives the lane, and it's blocked. That should have been a goaltend. Ball grabbed by Allen. Left corner, Mitchell, 3, no. Rebound grab by Reed. Bounces it to Cunningham. Long pass down the floor to Tobias Harris. Left corner, Jenkins, 3, got it. Timeout, Cavs. And all of a sudden, Detroit's up 6. 95-89. 5:25 to go in the fourth. Cavs takes time. Detroit has a 6-point lead on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse. Detroit has ripped off 10 straight points. Pistons up 95-89, 5:25 to go fourth quarter here at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. Boy, that turnover bugaboo for the Cavaliers has bit them again, as tonight the Cavs have turned it over 16 times, and it has led to 27 Piston points.
Hard to win like that, Tim. But the good thing is you've got 5 minutes, 25 seconds left. You're only down 10. All you need is to get within 2 possessions. Put the pressure back on them.
With 5:25 left, Cavaliers with the ball coming out of the timeout. Serena, what'd you hear in the huddle?
I mean, Tim, just no panic. You probably noticed that the huddle was over after a minute. The guys were already out on the court with a minute left to go in that timeout. Now, Kenny did say, look, let's just trust the pass, keep touching the paint, and let it fly. And James's big things are just be together and play with pace.
Detroit will apply some pressure in the backcourt, make the Cavaliers work to get it across. 95-89, Cavaliers down by 6. 5:25 to go. It is crunch time now here at Little Caesars Arena. Mobley on the handoff to Harden. Harden on the right side. Bounce to Mobley. Lob in the left corner to Mitchell. Mitchell in the lane of Allen. Got it blocked. And Jenkins saved it into Thompson. Thompson will drive, scoop it up. No! And a whistle and a foul. Boy, what a block. And then at the other end, we've got free throws coming for Asar Thompson.
I'd like to see that one again, Tim. That looked like a goaltend if I ever saw one. But a great save by Jenkins.
So the foul was on Harden. It'll be Asar Thompson at the free throw line. This is not what he's good at, but he rolled that first one in. 50% from the line in the playoffs. And that's below 57% in the regular season, but he got that first one to drop.
Okay, so if he's
96-89, got the second. Well, that's a huge swing right there.
Yep.
Cavs down 8, 5 minutes to go. Here's Allen, base of the center circle, on the handoff to Mitchell. Mitchell out front. Donovan Mitchell hemmed in. Now he reverses, gets away from the double team, left of the key, turns, shoots, and no. And a whistle and a foul. Strus got knocked down away from the ball. I think they're going to get that one on Cade Cunningham. And that'll put Max Strus at the free throw line. Cavaliers have only scored 5 points here in the fourth quarter of play. It's a 17-5 fourth quarter for Detroit. Well, Detroit with their 14th foul, my bad. So Max not shooting free throws. Cavs not in the bonus. Here's Harden. Harden, where to the key, where to the lane. Harden with a bit of a push. He'll shoot and hit. Well, James Harden now with 27 points in the ball game, 97-91.
Yeah, we need more Harden, Tim.
Got the Cavs back to within 6. Quiets the crowd somewhat. Here's Cunningham. Cunningham on the right sideline, double team, got it out front to Harris. Harris backs up on the dribble against Mobley. 3 on the clock. Tobias with a 3. No! Rebound, Jared Allen. Allen got shoved, no whistle. Got it to Harden, to Strus, ahead to Mitchell. Mitchell into the paint, put it up, got it partially blocked, fight for the ball. Out of there with it, Tobias Harris. Got it to Cunningham, ahead to Jenkins. Jenkins will drive and score on Harden.
Bucket like Jenkins can't hoop. Like Jenkins can't hoop for a third-year player.
With it.
Bucket.
So the foul on Harden puts Jenkins at the free throw line. 8-point lead for Detroit, 3:57 to go. So here's Jenkins. Again, he couldn't get anything done in Cleveland. But now he's got his postseason high of 16. And before he shot the free throw, a whistle. And I think they were jostling for room in the lane. So they called everybody off and said, all right, we're going to try this again, I believe. As Jenkins, basket to the right, bucket in front of the Piston bench, sends it up and in. But Jenkins now with 17.
And the Cavs have time, Tim, but there's an urgency.
Down 9 with under 4 to go. Here's Harden on the left wing. Harden matched up against Harris. Harden left of the lane, fires right side to Strus, out front to Mobley. Mobley back in the corner to Harden, out front Strus. Max, 3, got another one! Max Strus.
Bucket. Max Strus.
3 balls tonight and a 20-point game. Cavs within 6 at 100-94. Timeout Detroit. 3:29 to go. Strus with a majestic performance off that Cavs bench tonight. He's got 20. And that 3-ball kept their hopes alive. 100-94, 3:29 left in Detroit. And we'll take a timeout on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
What's up, Doom Candy? I'll see you out there, homie.
.29 to go. Max Strus's three ball has drawn the Cavs to within 6, 100-94. Detroit now with one timeout left. Cavaliers have 3 remaining.
Get a stop here. This is a crucial stop.
Cade Cunningham, double teamed at the half-court line. Bounces it to Jenkins. Jenkins against Harden. Jenkins between his legs, behind his back, between his legs to the free throw line. Lob in the right corner, 3 ball up, no, rebound Reed. Reed got it out front to Cunningham. Cunningham goes right by Harden. Lob on the right side, 3 ball Harris, good. Second chance points. Another offensive rebound and bucket for Detroit, and they're up by 9 with under 3 to go. Here's Mobley on the handoff to Harden. Harden against Jenkins. Harden, right wing, thought about a 3. Comes right to the lane, got it blocked, got it to Mitchell in the left corner. Mitchell with a Euro step, drives and scores. Donovan Mitchell.
Get up.
Gets the Cavs to within 7, 2.5 left, 103-96. Left side of the forecourt, Danis Jenkins now works to the base of the center circle. Jenkins gives it off to Cunningham. 37 for Cunningham. Baseline shot short. Ball knocked out front to Jenkins. Left corner to Cunningham. Cunningham left of the lane. Cunningham. Lob in the middle to Jenkins. Jenkins against Strus. Steps left. 3 ball. No. Rebound Mitchell. Boy, he ripped that one. Cavs down 7. Mitchell into the forecourt. Mitchell with a hesitation. Came down the lane. Bounced it into Mobley. And pow with 2 hands. Donovan saved the possession.
Keep going, Cavs. Stay with it.
Within 5, 103-98, under 2 minutes to go. Here in Detroit, Cavaliers looking for a couple of stops. Here's Danis Jenkins. 8 on the shot clock with 1:40 to go. Jenkins gave it off to Cunningham, left of the lane to Reed. Bangs into Mobley. Mobley blocked the shot. Reed got it back. 1 on the clock. Reed out front, stolen by Allen. Oh, a 24-second shot clock violation.
How do you like that defense? Mobley.
Well, the Cavaliers still with a heartbeat.
More than a heartbeat, Tim. They've got 1:30. A lot can happen.
Are we going to overtime tonight?
Mobley will throw it into Harden.
I'll take overtime game. 5
with 1.5 minutes to go. Harden will walk it into the forecourt against Jenkins. Harden out front, Mobley. Evan, 3, bullseye! Evan Mobley has drawn the
Evan Mobley.
2.
Stay with it.
Evan Mobley, his second 3 of the night. 103-101. Cunningham with the ball against Strus. Cunningham in the center circle. Cunningham, 10 on the shot clock. Cade, foul line to Jenkins. Right side, Harris, 3. No! Rebound, Allen. 1 minute to go. Cavaliers down 2. Here comes Harden to the forecourt. Harden, left of the lane. Harden floats, missed. Fires right side to Mitchell. Mitchell, lob out front to Strus. Strus, left wing, Mobley. Mobley against Harris. Mobley fouled by Tobias Harris. So that'll put Mobley at the free throw line with 45.2 to go. Evan Mobley can tie the game, shooting 2.
This is how you close games, Tim. When they've needed to be good, they've been very good. They've been able to get some stops.
That heartbeat has become a pulse. Mobley, good on the first. Cavs within 1. Evan Mobley just hit a massive 3 ball and now has put the Cavs to within 1 on that first free throw. 103-102, 45.2 to go. And all of a sudden, this Little Caesars Arena crowd has gone silent. Mobley line left to tie the game. He dips, he shoots, got it! We are tied. 103-103. Mobley hit them both. Evan Mobley with 5 straight points. Detroit will take their final timeout. 45.2 to go in a 103-103 game here at Little Caesars Arena. And the Cavaliers have gone from a heartbeat to a pulse to alive and well.
And Tim, that's what this game is about. It's so much emotion involved in it, and there's so much pressure on these teams to be effective. You have to stay with it because it can change, and that's what happened. The Cavaliers are on a little run of their own. They've been able to get stops, they've got a few rebounds, and they made the biggest free throws of the night.
Cavaliers were down 9 points. They've ripped off 9 straight to tie this game at 103, and it's Evan Mobley who has done the damage with the last 7 points of the 9-0 run. His 7 points in that run, his only 7 points here in the fourth. Well, you talk about coming up big at the right time.
Right. That's right. He's doing whatever it takes. This is how you close games. This is how you close games. I don't know how many games like this of importance I've seen where teams will look like it's all over with 5 to go, and all of a sudden the emotion changes, and the Cavs have put themselves in position to win this game.
And again, Detroit took their last timeout. They are out of timeouts with 45 seconds left. It'll be Danis Jenkins to inbound over on the far side. Jenkins gets it to Cunningham at the half-court line. The MVP candidate with the ball in his hands. Cunningham against Strus, fade away, way off. Offensive rebound to Tobias Harris. Another offensive board. Got it out front to LeVert. LeVert on the handoff to Cunningham. 6 on the clock. Cunningham left side to LeVert. 4 on the clock. LeVert with a stutter step. LeVert, run of the lane. Tough shot. No. 24-second shot clock violation. Cavaliers will have the ball and a chance to win it if they run it all the way down. The shot clock is off.
You called it, Tim.
21.7 to go.
Take it all the way to the end and put it in Harden's hands.
Here we go. 21.7. Strus throws it into Harden, gives it to Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell will walk the ball into the forecourt. Mitchell with a look at the clock. 13 to go. Mitchell with 10 on the clock. Mitchell just watching the clock against Asar Thompson. Mitchell hemmed in at the half-court line. 5 on the clock. Mitchell into the paint. Mitchell had it knocked away. And then Thompson got tripped.
Overtime?
Court.
Overtime?
Will they call a foul?
Overtime?
Did they call a foul? Still trying to see. Now the Cavaliers have gone to the bench. Did the Cavs get a timeout? We got blocked by a lot of folks standing up.
But
they went out of bounds.
But Tim, the 24-second clock was off.
There was no 20. It was off.
That's right. It was 20. So it should be over. It should be over. Why
are they saying we're going to overtime?
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Thanks, Tony.
The ball got loose on the sideline. There was a scramble for it between Jared Allen and Asar Thompson. They got their feet tangled up. Ball went out of bounds, and they're going to say the clock expired. We're going to overtime.
I'll take it, Tim. That's what was so confusing. I thought Tony was getting ready. You know what? I'm glad Tony was over there. Anybody else might have called a foul on the trip. Think about it. Anybody, one of those other
hey man,
this building,
whoever this guy is, I know who he is. He played for the Pistons. But he just got through saying, the game's over. How can the game be over when it's 103-103? Anyway, overtime. I'm glad we smelt out extra basketball.
I love it. And again, it was a hustle
play.
Jared
We need some.
Thompson both going for the ball.
Mitchell to have a good overtime. We need Tobias Harris to have a good overtime, maybe double overtime, and throw in some points from Reed. I'll be happy. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Overtime, east side, Potoi.
Regulation. And they send it to OT. And now, Jim, you have to think Cavaliers, I think, are the deeper basketball team. They have momentum going into this overtime period. Again, there's a lot of basketball to be played, but I would think the Cavaliers like the position they're in right now.
Yeah, they have the momentum, Tim. What I'm looking at is to see who they're putting in the game. The question is, will they leave the guys in who finished? I don't think they will. Wait a minute. I don't see Duren coming forward. They're going to go with them.
They better leave Paul Reed in the game. He deserved to be in the game. He should have played more than just the fourth quarter. I like Paul Reed.
Final 9 points of the fourth quarter. Evan Mobley with 7, including a huge 3-ball and then 2 clutch free throws. Cavaliers will start the overtime with Harden, Mitchell, Strus, Mobley, and Allen. Detroit will go with Danis Jenkins, Cade Cunningham, Tobias Harris, Asar Thompson, and Paul Reed.
Yeah, as they finish, both teams, Tim.
It'll be Allen against Reed in the center circle as we'll have a jump ball to start the extra session. G. Petritis put it up there. Allen back-tapped it, and Donovan Mitchell was able to grab it. Here we go. Let's play a little more playoff basketball. Harden on the left sideline. Harden looking for a screen. Harden against Danis Jenkins. Jenkins poked it out of his hands, out of bounds. 10 to shoot for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, and Reed is shading. Anybody who's setting the pick for Harden is shading. They're going to double team Harden. Harden will find the open man.
Well, Harden will inbound near sideline. Bounces it into Mobley. Mobley on the handoff to Harden. Harden gave it to Mobley in the lane. Hooks missed. Allen stuffed it home on the rebound. Pow! Jared Allen. Cavs up 2. They score the first 2 in the extra session. 105-103. Overtime underway here in Detroit. Cunningham left of the lane. Pulls up. Banks. Missed. Tip. No. Rebound grab by Mobley. Reed couldn't get the tip to go. Cavs with the ball up by 2. We're in overtime with 4:08 to go in the extra session. Mobley left to the key. Evan Mobley tosses it out front to Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell on the right side. Mitchell right of the lane. He'll bank. He'll score. Donovan Mitchell, his first points in the OT. Cavs with the first 4 points in the extra session. They're up 107-103. 3:45 to go. Jenkins right side to Harris. Tobias Harris right of the lane. Tough shot on Mobley. Missed it. Rebound Evan Mobley. Holy Mobley, has he played himself a game tonight. Cavs by 4 with the ball. 3.5 to go in overtime. Harden in the center circle. Harden against Tobias Harris. They were teammates in Philly. They know each other well. Harden changing hands on the dribble. Harden crossover behind the arc. 3, no! And the ball goes out of bounds. Boy, Harden saying, I got knocked down. Cavs do have a challenge. And the Cavs are going to challenge. Cavs are going to challenge. Tony Brothers had not handed the ball to Cade Cunningham. And Kenny Atkinson walked straight up to Tony and said, our guy got knocked down. Cavs will challenge. Up 4. 107-103. 3:14 to go here in the overtime. And we will take a wild card timeout on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers audio burst.
Somber presents You Are the Reason Tour.
So Kenny Atkinson had a challenge in his pocket. James Harden, as soon as he hit the deck, looked over at the Cavs bench and said, I got knocked down. And so the Cavaliers, you might as well challenge this. You're up 4. If you win the challenge, you got Harden at the line shooting 3. And here's Tony Brothers.
After review on the shot by Harden, there is no proximate foul on the play. Therefore, the ball goes out of bounds on Harden. It will be Detroit ball. The challenge by Cleveland is unsuccessful. They lose the timeout and the ability to challenge the rest of the game.
Crucial.
Cavaliers.
Crucial.
Now with 1 timeout remaining. Detroit with 2.
It was a good try, though.
But again, I think that's a good challenge there, because if you win that challenge,
that's right. You get a
Harden's
chance to
going
go
to get 3 free throws.
That's right. Puts you up 3 possessions. I like that, Tim.
So the Cavs don't have the ability to challenge. It will be Detroit ball. 4-point lead for the Cavs. Their biggest lead of the night, 4 points. They were up 84-80, and now they're up 107-103. Pistons ball, 3:10 to go in overtime. Cunningham against Strus. Cunningham grimacing, lob right side to Reed, got it back to Cade, to Reed. Reed, run of the lane, got it rejected, but the foul will be called as they will put Paul Reed at the free throw line.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that foul. Jarrett went after that baby, Tim, and it's still a psychological game. Nothing easy. The easy stuff which sparks these teams.
Got to make free throws. Got to make free throws.
In Cleveland, he had games of 11 and 15. Didn't play in the first 3 quarters tonight. He had 2 field goals in the 4th, and now a free throw here in the overtime. 5 for Reed. Cavs lead is 3 at 107-104. What a war that has unfolded tonight here at Little Caesars Arena. Cavs have had to battle throughout the night. Scored the last 9 of regulation to send it to overtime. Reed swishes them both. 2-point game, 107-105. Detroit with pressure in the backcourt. Mobley throws it into Strus. Strus against Cunningham. Strus gives it up to Harden. Harden crosses the half-court line. Danis Jenkins with him. Harden, 12 on the shot clock. Harden looking for a screen. Got it from Mobley. Harden bounced to Mobley. Right side Mitchell. Don fakes the 3. Steps left. Shoots it. Buried it! Donovan Mitchell! Oh my goodness, he hit it from Ann Arbor, and now a steal by Strus. Bounce to Mitchell, laid it up and in. Strus on the loose with the steal. Cavaliers by 7, 112-105. Mitchell with an electrifying 5 straight points. In the lane, Reed bobbled it, got it back, hooks and scores on Allen. Cavaliers by 5, 112-107. 2:08 to go. Cavaliers trying to hang on. Take game 5. Mobley behind his back on the dribble. Got it to Mitchell. Back to Mobley in the lane. Hooked with the left hand but missed it. Rebound Reed. Ahead to Danis Jenkins. Jenkins blows right by Harden and laid it up and in.
Bucket.
Jenkins now with 19.
Like Jenkins can't hoop.
Cavs lead, which
What's up, Cap Bender?
Is down to 3. 112-109. Harden at the half-court line against Jenkins. James Harden, 27 points in the game. Harden bounced to Mobley. Mobley, lob right side to Harden. Shot clock at 4. Harden, run of the lane. And it got blocked out of bounds with 2.2 to shoot.
Well, they call a
foul. They're going to put Harden at the line.
We'll take it, Tim. But Harden has the right idea. He understands the moment, Tim. He could have pulled up for a mid-range, but he was looking for contact. And he tried to run through 2 Pistons players and was able to draw the foul.
Harden at the line with the Cavs up 3 and 1:26 to go. Harden dips, shoots, got it. Harden now with 28. And that matches his playoff high this postseason. His all-time playoff high is 45. And again, 17 years in the league, 17 years in the playoffs.
He knows how to do it, Tim. He could have settled, but he didn't.
Harden, line left. Around the rim and out. 4-point lead. 113-109. Cavaliers with 1:20 to go in overtime. Jenkins left to the lane, cut off by Mitchell. Gave it to LeVert, out front to Reed. Reed got it blocked by Harden. Harden with the block. And then Harden falls down at the half-court line. Throws it to Allen. Allen, oh my goodness.
No foul?
We got a scramble at the half-court line. Ball ricochets out of bounds. And who did it go off of? It went off the Cavaliers as everything went flying here at the scorer's table. Cavs by 4, Pistons basketball. Wow. 113-109. Cunningham on the right side. Got it out front to Jenkins. Jenkins driving by Mitchell. Right corner to LeVert. Karras, 3. Around the rim and out. Rebound, Strus. 48 seconds to go. Cavaliers by 4 in overtime. Harden, lob to Strus. Strus on the right side. Strus looking for some help. Strus had it knocked away. Strus got it back, gave it to Mitchell, off to Harden. Harden lobbed to Allen, no. Ball knocked off the backboard. It came to Cunningham, and then Strus fouled him in the backcourt. Foul on Strus. And that'll bring a timeout by Detroit. Cavaliers 28.7 seconds away from sending this to Cleveland and a chance to close it out. 2-possession lead, 113-109. It'll be Pistons basketball with 28.7 to go.
And Tim, is going to be on the side. They're going to get it on the side. A chance they're going to have to come all the way up the floor. So that helps you a little.
Hey, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Hump Day Wednesday. East Side playoffs. They showed up tonight. It's been a good basketball game. Y'all make sure y'all have a good night. Potoi. Till next time, there are no games tomorrow. Get a chance to take a break. So I'll see y'all Friday.
We're looking at the Pistons. They're shooting 44.
Hit the like button on your way out. I'd appreciate it. And thank you for the likes and new subscribers. Welcome.
And the key people have done the job. The bench has been effective for both teams. The Cavs have put themselves in a situation now, Tim, where they can close out this game. One stop, one rebound.
Jim, I go back to the end of regulation when the Cavs were down 9.
Yeah.
And they scored the final 9 points of regulation. Had a chance to win it. Couldn't convert there, but that 9-0 run to close it out.
Yep. Anything can happen. That's why you've got to stay with it. Stay with it. The pressure is on the Pistons.
For the doubters that are out there, don't ever question this team's heart. When you're down 9 in the waning moments on the road in a hostile environment, and they roared back, I'll tell you what, that's intestinal fortitude.
That's right. That's how you make champions.
Here we go. Tobias Harris near sideline. Got it into Cunningham. Cade with a 3. Got it! So Cade Cunningham makes it a 1-point game.
Oh, it ain't over yet.
And now what does Tyler Ford want to look at? Maybe just to make sure. They're going to make sure it was a 3 ball. They're going to make sure they're looking at it.
By the way, 40 burger.
Cunningham rose up and drilled it.
Oh, a 2.
2-point field goal. That's a huge call right there.
That is, because that's not a 40 burger.
113-111.
That's 39.
It's not a 3. It's a 2-point field goal. That's a huge call. So they looked at it immediately, and it was a 2. 113-111, 25.9 to go in overtime. It'll be Cavs ball. Right now, we'll pause for station identification on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Y'all already know. It's still the same dude who been here all night. Potoi. Appreciate y'all. Back to the ball game. Come on, Detroit.
So, Jim, the Cavaliers with the 2-point lead, 113-111, 25.9 to go. So they can't run it all the way out, but you would think Detroit can't risk that. They've got to foul.
Yeah, they're going to foul, and nobody's going to blow that whistle. So you've got to protect the ball. I would even put Schroeder, and Schroeder, well, where's he going to go? That's the question. Everybody in that starting five has been relevant. But so they've got to protect the ball. 9/10 of the law. No floating passes. They're going to come aggressively, and nobody's going to blow that whistle.
So for the Cavaliers, it'll be Harden, Mitchell, Schroeder, Strus, and Mobley. Harden, Mitchell, Strus, Schroeder, and Mobley. Cavaliers elect to advance the basketball. Cavaliers now out of timeouts. They've got to get this ball in. No timeouts remaining for the Cavaliers. And Mobley has it to the right of the Cavalier bench. Evan looking, got it into Harden. Harden got immediately fouled on the near sideline. And they're going to get Paul Reed with that foul. Tyler Ford says Paul Reed grabbed him on the arm. So Harden back to the free throw line.
I like it,
James
Tim.
Harden, 9 of 10 from the line tonight.
If he makes both of these, that's a 2-possession game. That's huge.
So here's Harden. Line left. Basket in front of the Cavalier bench where everybody is up. James Harden. Free throw number 1. Got it. Harden puts the Cavs up by 3. This, as Jim said, is a huge free throw. Here comes Dean Wade in, one of the Cavalier top defenders. They're going to want him for defense when Detroit gets the basketball. Schroeder will sit, I believe, although nobody's sitting on that Cavalier bench right now. So here's Harden trying to make this a 4-point game. Harden, line left. He dips. No good! Rebound Harden! He followed his own miss. Got it out front to Strus. Back to Harden. Cunningham fouls James Harden. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
James Harden missed the second. Followed his
He knew
miss,
he was going to miss it.
and he got fouled again.
You can tell that you're going to miss the free throw.
Another possession for the Cavaliers.
So Harden with 18.8 to go. First one, good. Harden now with a 30-point game. James Harden, the veteran, acquired at the trade deadline for this moment. Hostile territory, 30-point game. 8 rebounds, 6 assists, in and out on the second. Rebound Reed, but the Cavs are up 4. Reed off to Jenkins. Jenkins into the forecourt. Out front, Harris, 3. No! Rebound, fought for, grabbed by Cunningham, but only 8 on the clock. Right wing Jenkins, 3. No! Rebound, fought for, and a foul is called. 3.4 to go. Foul is on the Pistons.
Hey, you know they always say, they teach you when you first start playing basketball, block out the foul shooter. Always block the foul shooter out. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me.
The first time in the playoffs, Tim.
Fundamentals.
This is the game they
Fundamentals.
needed.
Fundamentals.
They called the 5th game the swing game because it's so hard to beat somebody twice, especially when one game is going to go back to their home.
Mobley swishes the first.
That's how hard this game was. They took us to overtime. But you called it. The poise that the Cavaliers showed in the last 5 minutes, the last 2 minutes, to close that game on a 9-0 run was unbelievable.
Hey, Detroit will have a hard time winning in Cleveland. I will say that. They needed this game. Game 7?
3.4 to go in Detroit. How about that? As folks are filing out, and the Cavaliers, with the grit and the resilience and the guts to battle back late in regulation, send the game to overtime, and then in the OT, just kept it going. Big plays, big defensive possessions, Jim, where they shut down Detroit. And here the Cavaliers sit up 6 with 3.4 to go, looking for their first road win in this 26th playoff campaign.
And that is the nature of the playoffs. It is so emotional, and there is so much pressure, Tim. It changes from second to second if you put pressure on teams, because it's all about getting the job done and expectations. And that's why Joe Tate used to say, if there was 1 second on the clock and you were down by 10, you would still think you could win. I said, yes, because that is the nature of this game. You don't quit until it's over. The Cleveland Cavaliers have shown championship poise.
So with 3.4 to go, Detroit will have it, but the Cavaliers have this basketball game up by 6. 117 to 111. Danis Jenkins far side to inbound. Jenkins looking into Reed. Reed uncontested will dunk it with 0.7 to go. Strus into Mitchell. Buzzer sounds. Cavaliers win. Cavs win game 5 here in Detroit. And the Cavaliers are heading back to Cleveland with a 3-2 lead in this series. They've won 3 in a row against the Pistons, and the Cavs with a chance to close it out on Friday night in Game 6 at Rocket Arena. Just an epic performance by this Cavalier team as the Cavaliers down 9 late in regulation with the final 9 points of regulation to send it to overtime. And then withstanding the Pistons in OT to win it 117 to 113. I mean, superlative efforts all the way around. But a guy that was a major force for the Cavaliers was Jared Allen with a double-double, 16 points, 10 rebounds, a couple of huge block shots. Dr. J.A., how about that?
Right.
And just talk about the way this Cavalier team persevered here tonight.
At one point, we were down 17 or something like that, but we didn't quit. We knew we had it in the bag. And it was just grinding it out from there, possession by possession, one possession at a time, and getting stops most importantly. You can't do it without getting stops on this team.
Yeah, down the stretch, Jared, you were magnificent. You and Big Mobley, I thought, were the big difference along with Strus.
Absolutely.
The Bulldog. Talk a little bit about that stretch run. 5 minutes to go.
Right.
It looked like the game was over. I didn't see it in your body language, but something happened.
Right.
What happened?
I'll give it all to Max Strus and Evan Mobley. Evan almost had a triple-double, hitting huge threes at the end, offensive rebounds, finding the open man. Donovan, he didn't let the game get to him. And even in overtime, he didn't have the best first 3 quarters, but knowing him, he always has a chip on the shoulder to show him, everybody, that he can do it.
Jared, take a moment and just talk about the momentum swing from regulation to overtime. Even though you guys coughed it up on that final possession, knowing you had the momentum and they were dispirited heading to the bench. Just talk about how that propelled you into the extra session.
Yeah, it's been the momentum thing this whole game. We were down 17 and the momentum had us going straight up. When we went to overtime, we knew we had it. We knew that we had the momentum. We knew that we had them on their heels. We knew that we could get one in their house.
Everybody talks about, and deservedly so, Detroit being the physical team, the team that'll knock you around.
Yep.
I think the Cavaliers, but you tell me and tell our listeners, I think the Cavaliers showed you can play just as physical as anybody else.
Right, they are a physical team, give them that, but don't sleep on us. We're not the guys that always hit the haymaker, but we're going to punch you many times and we're going to wear you down. Just like Dean Wade on Cade Cunningham, Max Strus on Cade Cunningham, we're going to wear them down with the physicality game.
Jared, you guys got better, didn't you?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, the last 3 games, something happened.
Right.
It seemed like you came together as a team, that nothing was more important than just winning the game.
Right.
Did you feel it? Because you've always thought like that.
Right.
But talk a little bit about that.
You nailed it on the head. Belief in ourselves, belief in each other. At some point, when somebody makes a mistake, we have to have their back. When somebody does something good, we have to cheer them on. And that's what it was, just camaraderie and just being one out there.
Final question for you. I know it's not Rocket Arena, but there are a huge number of Cavs fans here. You just gave them the big fist pump. Dan Gilbert paid for eight busloads of fans to come up here. They were right behind the bench. What does that support mean as they chant for you over there?
Oh, man, they've been huge in our success. They've been coming to every single game, making sure that we hear them every single time. It's just good hearing all of this. It helps us get over the hump.
It's going to be a happy plane ride.
Yes, sir.
A short one, but a happy
one. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Jared Allen joining us here on the post-game show. Huge performance from Jared Allen, double-double. And again, Jim, just incredible performances across the board for the Cavaliers tonight.
Tim, when you get in the playoffs and anything after the second game, it's all about will. There are no more secrets as to where this team is going to go, what they're going to do. And you have to overcome that. And you can't overcome it with your physical many times. You have to, with your effort. The effort and the energy the Cavs shown and the pressure they put on this Pistons team, you could see it in their defense. They had the Pistons hurrying. The double teaming of Cade was magnificent in the second half, and it minimized them enough to take his teammates out of the game so that when he needed them, they weren't in rhythm, and they hurried their offense.
And, Jim, before the ball game, we talked about bench guys, role guys that always need to come up. Let's take a look at this line for Max Strus. 20 points, 8 rebounds, 6 of 8 from downtown.
Yeah.
Strus was on the loose tonight.
Yeah, Bulldog. I said, you mind me calling you Bulldog? So when we were at Dan's place the other day, I told his mother, oh, no, he loves that. So, and that's the way he plays. He's an energy guy, opportunistic, tough as nails, and that's the kind of dog you need. You need some dogs in that locker room. And who did Jared give credit to? One of the guys was Strus.
Yep. Again, Mike Snyder, Brad Sellers are going to dig a lot deeper into this coming up on the post-game show.
Appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure y'all have a good night. Cavs in 6, Minnesota in 7. Maria,
in overtime.
Appreciate you hanging out with us. Hey, see y'all on Friday.
Go up 3 games.
Game 1.
A chance to close it out.
Detroit at Cleveland.
Rocket Arena. That place will
have a good night.
Shaking. 7 o'clock tip on Friday. Hey, one more piece of good news. Cavs did win. So you win. Yes, download the McDonald's app for the Cavs $2 large fry offer. McDonald's, I'm loving it. And all the Cavs fans that made their way here to Little Caesars Arena tonight, they loved it as well. Cavaliers win it in OT, 117-113. Well, speaking of Mike Snyder and Brad Sellers, Jim and I are going to pack things up and head on out and let those guys take over post-game festivities back at Rocket Arena. So we'll let you know that tonight's Cavs Pistons Game 5 Classic here in Detroit was presented by Sherwin-Williams, the official paint and coatings partner of the Cavaliers. By Huntington. Let's get more for money. Switch to Huntington Bank at huntington.com. By McDonald's. Score a $2 large fry every time the Cavs win like they did tonight.
Black Eagle. Black Eagle. Prime music. Prime music.
OKC. I got OKC. I like the way you think. West Side. Well, OKC in New York? Or is Detroit going? Hey, the Cavs not making it, okay? They gonna fall off somewhere. Hey, y'all have a good night.
with it, bro.
Y'all know how I like to end it more times than not. See y'all Friday. Potoi.
Overthinking a lot, feel like my brain split. 28 black years, Lord, what pain is. I'm a stoner each and every to my last day. Mad dash, ran race too fast pace. Gotta screw the clean slate, had the backspace. Get lit, then it's back to the cash chase. Too crazy.
Hey, appreciate y'all. Hit the like button on your way out. See y'all Friday. Potoi.